We also have a brake rotor rebate of $40 and a synthetic oil change on most vehicles for $89.95. Don't forget, free pickup and drop-off at Brown & Wood. 89 years in business, 4 brands, 3 generations, 2 rooftops, and 1 goal to make sure you leave a happy customer.
At Children's Health Services, we understand the importance of your child's well-being. This is Dr. Chris Osmick, and our mission is to provide comprehensive, patient-centered health care through every stage of child development, starting the day they are born in the hospital. We are not just here to treat illnesses. We are here to partner with you on your child's health journey. Schedule your appointment today to build a brighter, healthier world for your children. Children's Health Services, Arlington Boulevard, Greenville, or soon to be our second location on 10th Street. Go Pirates!
Save a load on a new John Deere compact utility tractor and loader from Quality Equipment. It's never been easier to get the best brand on the market at an unbeatable cash price or with great financing at our lowest ever monthly payment. Now is the time to get that tractor package you've been dreaming of to get your next job done right. Stop by one of our 36 locations in North Carolina, South Carolina, and Virginia, or visit us online at QualityEquip.com.
It's the perfect time to grab your wings, Greenville. This February, Wings Over Greenville is giving you 10% off your entire order when you use the code PIRATE25 online or in the app. Whether you're planning for Super Bowl Sunday or just craving something delicious, they've got you covered. No minimum purchase. Redeem it one time a day so you can keep the wings coming all month long. So hurry. Code PIRATE25 is good all February long, but only online or through the app. Wings Over Greenville, the wings that make every game day even better. Order now and save. Use the code PIRATE25. Only at Wings Over Greenville.
Here on the Rich Eisen Show, when we are done, we're going to New Orleans, and there's no turning us back.
Let's do it.
That's right. Getting ready to go. Meet you guys, 2+ hours before takeoff for a little lounge time?
Yeah, like 4:30 maybe, something like that.
Yeah, sure.
Rich, so since I already started crashing out, I realized the reason I did start crashing out this morning. I'm not looking forward to this flight because somehow I got stuck in the middle seat. So I'm already sorry. I'm already
this guy, when he booked his ticket, forgot to select his seat and realized it like a few days ago.
Oh my God!
So I think that's why I'm crashing out right now.
Nobody's flying to New Orleans this week either.
No.
We got a top five moments that got the Eagles and Chiefs to New Orleans, presented by Hyundai. Hit it.
High five. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Rich's top 5.
You know, if this was like a 6 seed or a 7 seed versus a 6 seed versus a 5 seed, you'd be able to pick out one moment where things turned. But both of these teams have had such tremendous seasons, it's tough to just choose one moment in time. So I think you're going to get some of the gist here. Number 5 on the top 5 moments that got the Eagles and Chiefs to New Orleans, Nick Sirianni's smart hires. When he's like, okay, Kellen Moore, we need you. Okay, Vic Fangio, we need you. And I need to step in a certain direction, so you guys take the direction. I mean, that was last year's narrative, and I think it was kind of spot on that the coordinators that they chose to replace the ones that left. And by the way, Nick Sirianni is going to have to choose another offensive coordinator because I believe Kellen Moore's bags are going to stay in New Orleans to be the next Saints head coach. We'll see who he chooses there, but these hires were tremendous. And that moment has led to this moment for the Eagles. Number 4 on the list. I'm going to go with this moment because there's a lot of the moments where the Chiefs were dubbed lucky. I'm going to go with this one, and obviously it was residue of a design of rushing a field goal kicker set up to nail a 35-yarder to hand the Chiefs their first loss of the season in Arrowhead in Week 10, the blocked field goal against Denver in Arrowhead. I'm choosing this moment because had the Broncos split the uprights with an easy-to-make 35-yard field goal, it would have given the Chiefs their first loss of the season heading into Buffalo. Ooh. And had they lost to Buffalo in Week 11, they would have been a half game behind Buffalo. And as we all know, they were a half game in front of Buffalo after losing in Buffalo and never gave up the conference lead after that.
Right.
So that's where I'm going with that one.
Also, 2-game losing streak would have been a lot of what's wrong with the Chiefs conversation.
And again, narratives don't tear teams down like the Chiefs, but it's still one that I would just choose there. Yeah. Number 3, choose any of Saquon's 12 runs in which he was tackled at the 1-yard line. 12 times.
That's insane.
The ball was spotted inside the 2 thanks to Saquon Barkley's runs. Wow. And it led to 7 Jalen Hurts tush-push touchdowns, 2 field goals, 2 Saquon touchdowns, and 1 Jalen Hurts touchdown pass. 12 times.
Wow.
Number 2 on the list, I'm choosing this from the AFC Championship game, the 4th and 5. And the play call to get Josh Allen off the spot and immediately making a throw that damn near wound up in the arms of Dalton Kincaid that essentially sealed the deal against the Chiefs. Now, you could sit here and go, what about the ball spot at the KC-41 that should have been the Bills? Well, that was with 13 minutes to go. Who the heck knows what would have happened after that? This one was late in the game. I'm choosing this one. And the number 1 moment that got the Eagles and Chiefs to New Orleans, number 1 is choose any of Saquon's 7 60 or more yard-long touchdown runs.
What? That is a crazy
7,
number.
including the playoffs. And if you have to choose one, obviously the one in the NFC Championship game that turned a 3-0 deficit into a 7-3 lead right off the bat, a lead that the Eagles never relinquished.
The ones against the Rams?
You could choose any of them. There were 4 against the Rams, 2 in the regular season, 2 in the playoffs.
The first game.
And I'll give you one more.
All right, we'll get one
more. The
more.
first 2 draft nights in Detroit, where Xavier Worthy, the Chiefs traded up to go get him, and then the Eagles had already taken Quinyon Mitchell. And then on the second night, when they traded up from 50 to 40 to take Cooper DeJean, and guess who might be covering Xavier Worthy in the Super Bowl? Or guess who Xavier Worthy might be trying to torch in the Super Bowl? And that's my top 5 moments that got the Eagles and Chiefs to New Orleans, presented by Hyundai. Now you can buy a new Hyundai from the comfort of your home at Amazon. Visit HyundaiUSA.com for more details. Thanks to Chris Long, J.J. McCarthy, Daniel Jeremiah, and Tom Pelissero, and you. Next time we chat, we'll be from New Orleans. Chat on Wednesday. Don't let the urge to sing along to that catchy tune distract you from that truck drifting towards your lane or that lane-splitting biker creeping up beside you. Fortunately, every Hyundai offers advanced safety features that can alert you to potential dangers around you. And Hyundai has over 120 IIHS Top Safety Awards since 2006 because Hyundai is always working to ensure the road doesn't get you. Hyundai vehicles have won over 120 IIHS Top Safety Awards from 2006 to 2024.
When it comes to protecting my family's future, I want a life insurance company that's at the top of their game. That's why I got same-day coverage through Ethos. There was no paperwork, no waiting around, and no medical exam. I just answered a few health questions online, and Ethos set me up with a $3 million policy for about $2 a day. Go to checkethos.com and get it done today. That's CHECKETHOS.com. Checkethos.com. Sample rates is a 10-year term life policy for 35-year-old healthy non-smoking male. Bill.
If you missed the Brian Bailey Show, you missed
Austin Knight, pitching coach at East Carolina. Who are some of the other guys that you're definitely going to count on that maybe Pirate fans haven't seen yet or haven't heard from yet?
Yeah, I think there's a handful of them. Ethan Young is a junior college transfer. Honestly, this spring has been one of our best arms. Really high leverage type stuff, 4-pitch mix. Michael Irby is a redshirt freshman who has made a huge jump from his freshman year. He's a guy whose ball just moves all over the place. Is a premium strike thrower. Brad Pruitt is a transfer from Oklahoma, big physical right-hander with some premium stuff.
Tune in Mondays at noon for the Brian Bailey Show, powered by Greenville Utilities, right here on Pirate Radio.
The Buccaneer Music Hall is your beacon of music in the land of the Pirates in ENC. Open at noon 7 days a week with live music. Come enjoy sports trivia with me, Clip Rock, every Monday. Tuesday and Wednesday, it's live local acoustic night, along with line dancing from 7 to 9 on Wednesday. Thursday, there's a brand new lineup with Singo starting at 8, followed by karaoke with DJ Dog. Ladies and free both Friday and Saturday nights with the best local bands in the area. Finish the weekend with free games and DJ Kids Scene.
Y'all come get bucked up.
Enjoy the warm air, circulating moments after you turn up the heat. Precise control of cooking temperatures. Enough hot water on demand for everyone's shower. The instant glow of warmth when you turn on your fireplace or fire pit. Never having to change a gas tank on your outdoor grill. Experience the affordable luxury of natural gas. Find out more at GUC.com.
Washington's favorite place to eat and where all the locals go is down on Main Street. Have you heard? Down on Main Street is now open 7 days a week. Stop by today for lunch specials for only $8.99 with delicious features like chicken pastry, spaghetti, meatloaf, hamburger steak, and everyone's favorite, the fried shrimp plate. After work, down on Main Street is the perfect spot for dinner and drinks. Down on Main Street in historic downtown Washington. Go Pirates!
University PC Care in Greenville and New Bern has been serving the tech repair needs of Eastern North Carolina since 2006. And as one of the only Apple-authorized service providers east of Raleigh, all our technicians are Apple certified, and we only use genuine Apple parts. Your iPhone and Mac warranties are safe with us. Have questions or need service? Call 252-558-1280 or visit us online at universitypccare.com. University PC Care, your one-stop shop for service on everything Apple.
UBE and PireWear.com are proud to offer the Pirate Nation its largest inventory of ECU merchandise and tailgate supplies ever. UBE has the best prices in town, so that makes UBE your one-stop shop for all things ECU. UBE does daily restocks of Champion, Adidas, and Under Armour. Don't forget to bring your young Pirates to plunder the Crow's Nest, which is the only kids store dedicated to ECU. Plenty of free parking in downtown Greenville. Visit them online at PirateWear.com. Go Pirates! Do you ever talk to yourself about where to eat today, and then you hear
Warren's hot dogs?
Then you're thinking, yeah, 2 hot dogs, chips, and a drink for $7.50 would be awesome.
Warren's hot dogs.
And maybe some homemade lemonade, perhaps a pizza or a sub, and definitely an apple or peach turnover.
Warren's hot dogs.
Don't overthink where to eat today. Go to Warren's Hot Dogs in Greenville across from Ron Ayers or in Chocowinity next to the fire station. Warren's Hot Dogs, serving the Pirate Nation since 1991. Go Pirates!
Your radio home for Super Bowl 59 is Pirate Radio. The AFC champion Kansas City Chiefs go for history and their 3rd straight Super Bowl.
Here he gets the snap. He gets a block at the 10. He's at the 5. He runs in. Bursting in. Touchdown Mahomes.
When they take on the NFC champion, the Philadelphia Eagles.
Barkley's got a lane to the 50, to the 45. Spin move to the 40. Barkley's still going. 20, 15, 10. Touchdown. Saquon Barkley.
It's Chiefs vs. Eagles right here on Pirate Radio, your radio home for Super Bowl 59.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 at 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 at 104.1 FM Washington.
Can you be quiet, please? Thank you.
Welcome to Pirate Radio Live.
We believe. Not only did we win the fight, we won the game.
Clip, what's up? It's Bryce.
I heard you say that, and I would have to agree with you, to be honest.
Wait, what? You agree with me?
I agree.
Do you hear that?
Yeah.
Flip that, Shirley.
Miss Shirley, have you scanned your MVP card back on Pirate Radio? Now!
Have you scanned your MVP card? I have a gourd, son. I sit there every day.
That's the tater right there.
It's a damn tater. So you're the
You can't say that.
This is the worst human being I've ever known.
You know what? We're good.
Now live from the Pirate Radio studios in the heart of the Pirate Nation, here is your host, Clip Brock.
Welcome in to a Tuesday edition of Pirate Radio Live. Clip Brock here inside the Pirate Radio studios, coming to you on Pirate Radio 92.7 FM in Greenville, 104.1 in Washington. We're on 1250, 930 online, PR927FM.com. And come hang out with us on Pirate Radio TV on YouTube. We'll check in with the chat gang throughout this 3-hour tour. And have a couple of in-studio guests coming up later on in the show. Bryce Williams will be here for his normal Tuesday spot, and we'll talk some baseball with B-Man. Brandon Manning will join us coming up in hour number 3 as well. Couple of guests in hour number 2. Coach Mack McCarthy will join us, and Aaron Fitt on the Big Rock Powersports live line. Aaron Fitt from D1 Baseball will get you ready for the upcoming baseball season. We'll talk some baseball here out of the gate with Mike Mullis as well. Shirley Rhodes is here. J-Bone, Jared Watkins is here. Intern Grayson here on a Tuesday. And let's go ahead and head out to that Big Rock Powersports live line and welcome on the Mully man. Mully, how you doing?
Good, buddy. How are you?
I am doing great, and with this great weather, I'm assuming you were out on a baseball field somewhere.
Yeah, getting close to it. Had some work. Had to wrap up this afternoon, and but yeah, man, it's a beautiful day. It's 77 degrees. It's incredible.
A day to get your work in for sure. If you are an area high school, if you are East Carolina, getting ready for their season opener. Mully had media day last week. Austin Knight on the Brian Bailey Show on Monday. I talked to both Colby Wallace and Ethan Norby on Monday, and kind of starting to feel real, Mully. You can tell they are sick and tired of playing against each other and ready for an opponent at this point.
Yeah, everybody kind of gets to that point, man, where it's like, all right, going through the paces, and you put everything into it, and you're trying to play as hard as you can, but there's a different gear that you grab when, the scoreboard's on and the stands are full, and there's a true opponent across the field. So yeah, it's funny, man. It's the high schools are officially just really getting cranked up, but we're kind of in that same boat, and I don't think this weather helps anything. It makes it feel like we should be playing maybe late March baseball instead of here in the early days of February.
Looking forward to the start of the season coming up next Friday for ECU. And also, man, what lies ahead? They've got another good non-conference slate, Mully. Of course, when you're in this area, you're going to play against good teams. And talked to Jeff Palumbo about that at Media Day. Asked him, is it tougher to know who's going to be good with the transfer portal and everything, the roster turnover? And he said, when you're in Greenville, when you're East Carolina and you're playing teams from the state, you can just assume they're going to be good. Do you know enough, Mully, to look at North Carolina, Campbell, look across the state? I mean, it's going to be another good year of baseball, I would assume, right?
Yeah, man, and I think two different questions there. I think Campbell, I don't even know if Campbell knows what they've got, to be honest with you, with the turnover they've had there, not only roster wise, but coaching staff wise. Again, they promoted a guy from within, but still, never quite the same. So I think Campbell is a bit of an anomaly for everybody, and obviously a team that every Pirate fan goes, oh man, Campbell always gives us fits, but then you look at Carolina, and Carolina has in typical Carolina fashion, they have reloaded and gotten healthy, and they're going to be solid. And in the past, you would say, well, a time for East Carolina to get Carolina's early in the year, and I would say this year would have been a situation where we'd love to play them downstream, maybe 20, 30 games, just so both teams kind of have their identity solidified, and quite frankly, that would have been in the benefit of the Pirates to kind of figure out what all this is going to look like with the change. But man, you look that George Mason weekend. That's an interesting club. They've kind of started to do a little research on them already and watched them play a little bit from last year. And they had a tough year last year, a little banged up. Year before, they were a regional team and kind of a Cinderella of the whole deal, even getting to the regional championship. But they, coached by a former, 15-year big leaguer and pitching guy, and they're gonna, he likes to run, he likes to play the small game. So kind of a contrast in styles from what you'll see between weekend one and weekend two between Mason and Carolina.
Mully breaking it down as he'll be doing this year on the calls for ECU baseball games. And Jamie is asking in the chat, Mully, do you have your ESPN schedule and know of any games or big games you'll be calling?
Yeah, you know what? They were very generous with the schedule this year for the fans as far as number of games. I think we're up about maybe 4 or 5 from what we did last year. We will have, and I don't have it all memorized, and I'm sorry, but opening weekend we'll do Friday and Sunday. Saturday there's another obligation, I believe, with women's basketball, and then we'll have, the first game of the Carolina series, the home game. And then kind of as it moves forward, I know we've got all 3 of Coastal, several of LeClaire Classic games. So, I mean, a fair representation. I think in total, Clipper, it's somewhere in that 23 range, maybe even 25 games that we'll be doing this year.
I'll ask you after the first weekend, but, man, East Carolina is first class with the ESPN Plus broadcast and everything they provide you with and the viewers with. Do you know if there's any changes? I mean, are we adding any cameras, anything extra you know about, or is that, should I ask you that after weekend number one?
No. I will tell you this, man. Just because it may or may not happen weekend one, Kyle Gaskins and the crew there are always looking to do something innovative. If it's, we've had the crowd cameras, we've had all kinds of things. And again, man, I think you said it right, Cliff. It's, man, and I'll tell you from my standpoint as a consumer, and then also now, kind of being inside the belly of the beast, I didn't recognize all the resources that East Carolina puts in from a manpower standpoint, from a technology standpoint, all the resources that they put into producing and bringing these games to ESPN+. So, nothing surprises me. You go in and Kyle has an idea, or somebody, Mike, has an idea and says, "Hey, let's have Marvin DeBrule run through the stands with a camera on swivel kind of deal." And I mean, it's always something. They're always thinking about what the best experience will be. So I think there'll probably be some cool innovations.
Yeah, all you got to do from a football standpoint anyway is watch that trip to ODU and their ESPN Plus broadcast and compare it to ours, and we stack up with anybody in the conference and a lot of teams in the country as far as the production goes and things like that. So looking forward to another year of Mully on the call on ESPN Plus with Pirate Baseball. Some ECU. Go ahead, Mully.
Real quick on that note before you leave, in looking at the schedule, I was looking at it yesterday actually. The big question becomes, there's a lot of these home series that don't have notation as is it going to be Flow Sports or ESPN, or if there will be TV coverage. So that's another consideration. Like, it looks like whereas in the past you could at least get, it might look like it's a cell phone on a tripod, but you could see something. It looks like a lot of the road games, there won't be coverage, or at least maybe that we don't know who that coverage is going to be, again, looking at the schedule. So I think we better really appreciate the home game.
Mike Mullis joining us. Mully, some other ECU news. Noah Joseph, the only GM we've ever known at East Carolina, is apparently going elsewhere. Matt Zenitz from 24/7 Sports said he is expected to be hired as a defensive analyst at LSU. Noah Joseph got here this offseason and apparently will not be here for his first season at East Carolina. So it appears Blake Harrell will have to go find another first GM for East Carolina football, Mully.
Well, and that's one of those things. That deal was probably being discussed at a super high level before he took the position here, and he gets an opportunity to go to LSU. And obviously it's a complete role change. Hey, and it feels like, what are we, the feeder system for LSU? Now we've lost a long snapper and a GM, right? I mean, are we, LSU of the East Coast? But anyway, yeah, those things happen in coaching, and that's just part of it. And I'm sure, everything happens for a reason. I'm sure Coach Harrell will do a better than average job of backfilling that position. Sources telling me we may need to look at a special teams coach as well. Maybe some news coming out on that soon. So the ever-changing world of college football with the going in and going out, and spring ball on the horizon, Mully. Everything's so year-round now. I mean, we were talking baseball a moment ago, and I asked Ethan Norby, somebody asked him on YouTube yesterday when he was here, did you set goals for this offseason? And if so, did you accomplish those goals? And he made a good point that, like, the goals are ever changing, because if you set a goal like in June or whatever, that goal can change by August or October, or it's so year round, Mully, that these guys are kind of setting new goals as they go along. Yeah, no, man, it's a commitment to it. And obviously, the younger levels, man, we're still, and most college coaches will tell you, they're all about the three-sport guys, the guys that truly develop their athleticism, their leadership, their toughness through sports like football and wrestling. But yeah, when you get into that level of the game, that your football and basketball career is most likely behind you. So your focus is solely on the job that's at hand. And you're right, man. It is it's an evolution in what's important today, and obviously, Norby's goals were largely most likely dictated for him by the folks in the organization, and even probably impacted at some level by the new manager there, Clayton McCullough, kind of where he wants to go with the club. So yeah, it's no different than any other of us that have jobs. We have goals, and those goals are ever changing, and we are quite frankly, we're compensated, or our success is based off reaching those goals. So you have to continue to aspire.
Ethan and Colby Wallace said they enjoyed their time at the baseball banquet over the weekend. Mully, did you attend on Saturday?
I did not. My sons had a dance, and I was requested for the photo ops there. And you don't they get older on you, Clipper, as you well know, and
yeah.
I hate to miss those things.
Oh, no doubt. And I thought you were going to say chaperone. That'd be a nightmare with Officer Mully watching over me at a dance.
Well, I'm probably a little more laid back than you give me credit for.
Mike Mullis joining us on the Big Rock Powersports Live Line. Mully, I was on a show recently, a podcast deal with these guys out of South Carolina and Atlanta, and they found out I was a Braves fan, so we talked a lot of baseball, and the topic got to the Hall of Fame, which is one of my least favorite topics, but I did see this in the news today. So Ichiro was on 393 out of 394 ballots. 321 voters made their ballots public today, but the writer that left Ichiro off, the voter that left Ichiro off, was not made public, so we don't know what knucklehead left Ichiro. I wanted to leave Ichiro out of the Hall of Fame, but I don't know. Is it like a sanctity thing where they don't want to make somebody a 100%? Everybody votes for a guy to get in. I think was it Mariano Rivera 100%? I believe. Yeah, he's the only player with 100%. Even Derek Jeter got 395 out of 396. So it's just crazy to me. But I hate the topic, Mully. It just seems like sometimes these writers make it about themselves rather than the actual player going in.
Yeah, it's silly, and it kind of makes you feel like, is it a member of the New York media that kept him out because of Mariano and
right? Yeah,
Jeter comment, but I think that, I think Mariano over Jeter. I mean, if you're gonna play that game, he should have been 5 ballots more than Jeter. Jeter from a skill set standpoint, definitely not a leadership standpoint or a clutch performance standpoint, and obviously he won a lot. But you look at him, and he's not in the Hall of Fame because he was the most gifted player. He got the most out of what he had and was a very, very heavy player. Mariano was dominant. He was the most dominant of his kind of his era, and did it in the brightest spotlight and in the biggest stage. So, yeah, I think that it's got to be a member of the New York media that's just kind of. It's some dude that it's the old he's in his mom's basement somewhere playing video games and writing articles, somehow got a vote, and and that's his opportunity to be a keyboard warrior, which at the end of the day, Ichiro, and I saw Ichiro's statement where he said, "Hey, I'd love to have a drink and talk with the guy."
That'd be awesome.
Yeah, I mean, and quite frankly, what a cool conversation. Like if I'm that guy, I'm like, you know what? Maybe that would bring me out of the shadows, a chance to go. I don't think Ichiro's any stranger to a nice cocktail. I think a cocktail, and we've seen Ichiro burn the heaters plenty. So maybe you go have a stogie and a bourbon and sit back and talk to Ichiro about why you didn't put him in the Hall of, or make him unanimous in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah. What left me out there, sir? Was it the year that I only hit 340? But was it that? Was it I don't know. I hit 372 and then dropped to 303 in 2005. Did that bum you out? So I don't know. It's crazy.
But when you look at Ichiro, I mean, if you're talking about the all-time hits leader, the argument can be made that he's the guy from the standpoint of his time, in the professional leagues, in Asia as well, or Japan as well. So, I mean, the dude, he's amazing. I mean, I will never see anybody we'll never see anybody like him that played the length of time that he played, and really his skill set never seemed to truly diminish at the commensurate with his age. He was a really, really good player at a pretty old age relative to the game of baseball. So, I mean, if he's not 100%er, I don't know who is, and I guess Mariano may be the only one as long as that voter has a ballot.
Yeah, Pete Rose, 4,256 hits in Major League Baseball. Ichiro combined 4,367. Also, season record 262 hits in 2004 for Ichiro. While we're on the baseball train, congratulations to our buddy, the Schnappa, Alex Harper. He will be doing PA for Pitt Community College baseball, and they get underway this weekend, Mully, in Winterville. You know anything about Coach Easton's team this year?
Yeah, they actually opened up this past week.
Oh, my apologies. Yeah.
Yep, that's right. They had Wake Tech, and they lost the series. They did get a game, and just trying to, again, man, they're a lot like every other college program where they had some guys come in at the break, and they're trying to figure out kind of what the lineup's going to look like day in, day out. So, but big things in front of them. Lenoir Community College, also with a lot of local interest, a lot of local players over there. Lenoir opened up with Camp Community College, I believe, out of Virginia, and had a 5-4 win on Friday. Was scheduled to go up and play a doubleheader with them on Saturday or Sunday, I can't remember which, and they were rained out. So it's underway. Mount Olive's down in Florida, and they Coach Rob Watt, congratulations to him on his 200th victory. So I mean it's underway. It doesn't feel like it's underway for anybody in this area until first pitch at Clark LeClaire Stadium.
All right, Mully, we'll let you run, but first, Chiefs Eagles. Who you got?
Oh my gosh. I mean, Chiefs. I don't know. I think we talked about it a little bit last week, man. This Super Bowl is all about the snacks. Hopefully it's a competitive game. The wild card for me is Saquon. If he does his thing, if they can contain him, it's going to be Chiefs. If Saquon gets loose a handful of times, it'll be Eagles. So, typical non-answer.
What was it? Jameis Winston was asking Saquon where he should play quarterback next year, and Saquon said, I think the Giants need a quarterback. That was good. I like that.
Yeah. Hey, look, man, for some reason, Saquon's been a little more visible in the media this year than I remember him being in the past. It may just be because he's had such a monster year. But, man, I like that guy. Like, I think talking about a good guy to sit down and have a cocktail and a stogie with, he seems like he'd be right up there.
I liked him, Mully, when I saw one of those NFL Films things. It was his rookie year. Giants were losing. Everybody sulking on the sidelines. Eli was standing by himself, not necessarily sulking, but the only guy pumping up the sidelines was the rookie, Saquon Barkley. Like, let's go, guys, let's go. And I was like, man, that's kind of different for a rookie to be the one trying to hype up the team when things are going bad. And I kind of knew then that he was a little bit different anyway.
Yeah, he's fun to watch, no question about it.
All right, Mully, man, we'll check in with you next week.
Okay, buddy, sounds good.
There is Mike Mullis joining us, Big Rock Powersports Live Line. Take us to break, Shirley. Shirley, are you going to be here next Friday?
To the best of my knowledge, I am.
I swear, the last 2 Fridays before NBA All-Star Weekend, you haven't been here. And the only reason I know that is because I feel like 2 years in a row,
I was in Tampa.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, it's the same weekend that the Gasparilla Softball Classic is.
I know that because Wes has been here, because I read the names in the celebrity game to see how many Wes knows.
Uh-huh.
And to see how many I know, because I don't know a lot of them. But I just saw Bailey, the WWE superstar.
Oh, yeah.
What's up, Jared?
What's up?
Will be in the celebrity game this year.
Nice.
So if Shirley's here next Friday,
yeah,
we'll see how many celebrities she knows in the celebrity game.
Yeah, I'm not going to Tampa this year because I have somewhere else I have to be. I'll be in Columbia, South Carolina that Sunday, so I can't do both. I have to pick one.
All right, DB, Danny Beal, will join us when we return.
In the house.
We'll see if he knows where Noah's going or why Noah left. Why did Noah leave us?
I don't know.
Back with you after this.
Did you know that 1 in every 36 children born in North Carolina is diagnosed with autism? The Autism Society of North Carolina offers assistance and support programs that improve lives for autistic children and adults. And you can help the Autism Society of North Carolina through the Eastern RunWalk for Autism on Saturday, March 29th at Town Common in Greenville. Run, walk, form a team, or donate. Make a difference in someone's life. Visit easternrunwalkforautism.com and sign up today.
Craving a delicious burger and a great deal? Then head on over to Bad Daddy's Burger Bar in Greenville. Every Monday, shake things up with $5 handshaking cocktails. On Rough Draft Tuesday, enjoy talls for smalls, where bigger drinks are the same price as the smalls. It's Whiny Wednesday with $3 pours of barefoot wine. Then on Salty Thursdays, sip on a $4 house margarita. And don't miss Bloody Sunday. Enjoy brunch and $5 house Bloody Marys.
And this just in at Bad Daddy's, mention Pirate Radio for 15% off your meal.
Bad Daddy's Burger Bar. Great food, amazing deals, and a whole lot of flavor.
At a theme park, you might have to choose between a great deal or the best experience.
Wow, total access is expensive.
But with U.S. Cellular Prepaid, getting a great deal doesn't mean sacrificing a great experience. U.S. Cellular has no hidden fees or gimmicks. And now you can get a Samsung Galaxy A16 5G for free. U.S. Cellular Prepaid. Terms apply. See uscellular.com for details.
This is Brandon Tate, owner and operator of Atlantic Wireless, an authorized agent for U.S. Cellular since 1997. Visit AtlanticWireless.com to find a store near you. We go beyond the call.
Ron Ayers Motorsports is celebrating 50 years in 2025. Join them Saturday, February 22nd for their 15th annual chili cook-off from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. It's fun for the whole family. You want to enter? Call Jimmy Stallings at 758-3084. And while you're there, check out their 30,000 square foot showroom with top brands like Honda, Suzuki, Kawasaki, Yamaha, Hustler, and Stihl equipment. Ron Ayers Motorsports, 50 years of adventure and quality you can count on.
Want to make your day better? Order a Papa John's pizza. Get an extra large, one topping, New York style pizza for only $11.99. Made into 8 foldable slices, perfect for sharing. See, things just got better, and you get to eat pizza. Hey, Pirate fans, Papa John's is an MVP move for game day or any day. Place your order online at papajohns.com and sign up for Papa Rewards. Papa John's, better ingredients, better pizza. Go Pirates!
Hey Pirate Nation, this is proud ECU graduate and former baseball player Brandon Manning inviting you to join my team at Farm Bureau Insurance. Right now is a good time to review your coverage with a local trusted agent like me. I will make myself available before or after business hours, and my clients always have my cell phone number if they need anything. From home, auto, or life, give me a call today and let's talk about your insurance coverage and about the Pirates. Call 531-1812 and go Pirates!
We all have seniors in our life who may need a little extra help with technology. University PC Care's Quick Helps are affordable, in-store, short appointments designed for seniors who may need a little TLC to help with setting up a new computer, help with email or passwords, or help with the latest online scam. They don't need to fear technology anymore. Call 252-558-1280 to schedule an in-store Quick Helps appointment for Greenville or New Bern. Learn more at universitypccare.com.
Greenville's hometown pizzeria is Cucinella's. Cucinella's has 2 locations with great options for lunch, dinner, takeout, and they now offer catering. Dine in for lunch with a slice, salad, and a drink with a friend, or stop by after work and grab a beer or glass of wine while you wait for your to-go order. The best pizza, grinders, salads, and homemade Italian ice is at Cucinella's. Cucinella's Midtown across from Best Buy, downtown across from Sup Dogs, and on Facebook and Instagram. Cucinella's, serving handcrafted pizza since 1932. Come taste the difference.
This is John David Baker, offense coordinator for the ECU Pirates, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by Pirate Water. Get ready to party, pirates. Go to drinkpiratewater.com to find your new treasure. 21 and older only. Pirate Water. Why be yourself when you can be a pirate? Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Orthopedics East and Sports Medicine has been caring for Pirate Nation and the student athletes at East Carolina University for more than 35 years. And they are the official team physicians for ECU. Orthopedics East provides a variety of general and specialized operative and non-operative orthopedic services to meet the needs of the patients of Eastern North Carolina. For more information, call 757-2663 or visit orthoeast.com. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
All right, thanks, Shirley. Intern Grayson's here. J-Bone is to my left.
What's up?
Left side.
Strong side?
Yeah.
It's the weakest side.
Danny Beal is far left, so he is by far the weakest here. Hello, Danny.
Corner pocket.
Corner pocket. Wearing the Boston hat today. It's a sharp hat, DB.
I like it. I was telling you at the break we had to go through the deep, dark channels of Boston's pro shops, so found it pretty good.
Well, are you here or not here?
He's mad because the Bone stole his line.
I know. Well, Bone didn't do it with full of... You're not on mic. I'm not going to talk to you unless you get on
I said it
mic.
with a question mark.
That's what I told him.
I appreciate that.
Hey, by the way, Jerry says hello. Hey, Jerry.
Hey, what's up, Jerry Bear?
There he is. Lane says, Clip, who you got this weekend? Chiefs. Especially, I know you're an Eagles fan, but I'm going Chiefs. He is excited to hear from Aaron Fitt later in the show. We'll talk to Aaron around 4:30 on today's program. Steve says, hey, yo.
Hey, yo.
Jamie says, hey, now.
Hey, now.
Pike liked the stream.
My God.
Welcome in, everyone.
Just a soundboard over there.
So Rajay out of nowhere. We'll talk to Rajay coming up on Wednesday's edition.
Oh, my God.
What's
my
up?
God.
Speaking of Rajay and speaking of Danny Beal, Kevin Young's on the Danny Beal show.
He sure is.
And I was thinking about this, Danny. I think other than God, the big man himself, I've heard ECU athletes mention Kevin Young's more than anyone.
He's on the Mount Rushmore for sure. He's certainly in the team picture.
Yeah. Everybody thanks him for allowing their bodies to do what they do as far as athletics.
We literally call him Magic Man. Like JC came the last 2 weeks, actually, now that I think about it, to see Kevin and try to get his body fixed up before he goes down to spring training. Like, it's, I don't know, we talk about it a little bit about it on the podcast, but that guy is just unreal at his job. So very good. So very blessed to have him here.
Yeah, and the amount of players that have talked about him definitely shows how important he is for what the Pirates do on the field. And DB, Pirates getting ready to take that field. Colby and Ethan talked to those guys yesterday. Definitely about ready to face a different uniform at this point.
It's always the way it goes this time of year. It's always like, all right, we face the same guys pitching and hitting for like 6 months. Can we, for the love of God, face somebody else? And it's getting that time to itch, and we'll wear, at least I don't know if they still do it this way. I hope so, but they'll wear jerseys this weekend. They'll have walkout songs. It'll be kind of very game-like in terms of pregame preparation, all that good stuff. So it's coming up, guys.
My athletic career ended, freshman year of baseball. But I remember 8th grade basketball. I didn't get to play a lot, but I really enjoyed right before the season. We would practice running out of the locker room, the layup line, standing for the anthem. Like, do you guys do that at the college level? You have to practice all that stuff?
Yeah. I mean, especially this year because there's so many new guys, I'm sure it'll be a pretty big point of emphasis. Like, we all stand a certain way. Like Coach Godwin talked about actually on the show, too, that he learned how to stand for the national anthem the right way from Tim Corbin when he was at Vandy. And there's a way we run on the field. There's a way we watch the intro video and meet up after. There's a way we do literally everything. Like, it's all so routine based. It's crazy how the little things matter. But yeah, it's all practice like the Thursday before the game. So
yeah, that's fun, right? Like
it's weird. It's weird. It's like there's so much anxiety going into it, but it's like a shorter practice Thursday, obviously. But then we spend an hour practicing all of the stuff and getting into routine of the way the next 3 days are going to be.
DB joining us. Man, Danny had some news on the football front. Noah Joseph, ECU GM, our first and only ever GM, apparently is not going to be our GM. Matt Zenitz from 24/7 Sports says Noah Joseph expected to go to LSU as a defensive analyst before serving any time here at ECU.
I've seen the Simpsons meme where he walks into the bar, puts his hat on, turns right around, picks his hat up, and walks out like 9 times. Regarding, I mean, I get it, I guess. I mean, if it's a better job, it's a better job. But I'm curious to see who we will target next, like, or if we even will target someone next. Like, is that a priority on the list of stuff that Blake has to do?
Did that happen in the baseball program? where a guy was hired during the off season, and
it was. We played Vanderbilt in 2021 in the Super Regional, and there's a funny story behind this because it was game 2. We were facing Jack Leiter, and it had gotten to a point where we were getting pretty chirpy because we were starting to kind of see the light at the end of the tunnel, and we were pretty fired up just because it was a big game. The crowd was awesome, and we were getting pretty chirpy with their players because they were talking crap to us. And Coach G called us in, and I don't know if I'm supposed to tell the story, but it doesn't matter now. But he goes, "You can talk crap and let it fly to anybody except for their first base coach." And we were like, okay, cool. And so find out we lose like a month later. We hire their first base coach to take place of Coach Dietrich and one other coach. But he was on our staff for the fall, and he was awesome. He was a really, really good coach, very intellectual, helped a lot with the catchers, and then ended up taking the job with the Padres. Now is their head first base coach, so he's making like 6 times the money he was here. But he was awesome for that fall.
Understandable move there. And that was a frustrating series. The strike zone was
don't get me started. I mean, I was a freshman, so I didn't know any better, but I was just like googly eyed and just like, whoa, this is so cool. But meanwhile, like, it's like literally a box the size of like a shoebox you have to throw a strike into. It's crazy.
So that was a frustrating one, but good story, cool, neat story there, Danny Bill. Danny,
cool, neat story.
I hadn't talked about this a lot. Are y'all? How shocked were y'all with the Luka news over the weekend?
Very, very.
If you go look at Jarrett's Twitter, he was very shocked.
Well, he was hammered from the Royal Rumble.
The Rumble.
He got in here. He's like, "You went on a tweeting rampage." I was like, "This guy's either pissed or he's blackout drunk."
Well, he
was like, "I'm both."
He literally said "F you" to me. Well, not literally, because he said the word on Twitter.
Nice
to me.
It's all joking.
That wasn't funny to me.
He was very angry.
You called me a jabroni Mark. Like, what?
It's just the beers along with Uso winning, and then Luka out of the clouds. It's a very tumultuous night for you.
It was a rough night.
Yeah, I didn't do anything Sunday. I just laid on the couch and tried to recover.
No, really?
Luka to the Lakers. He had his introductory press conference today.
Yeah, I'm watching it right now.
I hate
Why is he wearing that? Why is he wearing that sweater?
What's wrong with the sweater?
Maybe it makes him look skinnier. Is that what you're getting? Yeah, exactly.
Grayson,
not so fat.
How do you feel about that sweater? I don't know what's wrong with the sweater. I'm not a sweater guy.
Maybe we should ask Steve.
Here, hit the mic on.
I'm not really digging the sweater.
I was about to
fan of the sweater.
I think if the three of us wore that sweater, she'd make fun of us just the same.
I would never wear that. I don't wear sweaters.
If you want to destroy my sweater, Shirley knows that. You know Weezer?
I know Weezer. I don't know that song.
All right.
Weezer.
We should ask Steve who?
Steve Hill.
Why? Is he a sweater guy?
Yeah, big sweater. I hear he inspects them.
Nice reference.
Or the contents of them. I don't know.
Nice reference there, Bone.
Children.
Oh, dear. Jamie asked, do you practice spitting and scratching? Jamie. Come on, dude.
Dude.
Dave Parker getting in the Hall of Fame this year, according to Jamie. What do you think about Ichiro not getting all of the ballots?
That one guy deserves the death sentence.
Well, I mean, I don't know if I'm going to go that far.
I mean, dude, you don't deserve to be a voter.
That I agree.
That
with.
is ridiculous.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Rescind his right to vote.
I agree. Or the death penalty, either one. You tell me.
If you're not putting Ichiro in.
I guess that would take away his vote.
Sure would. Take away his life.
All right, let's take a break. We'll come back. We'll talk some Super Bowl. You got any props lined up yet?
Just Saquon Tutty. That's all I got so far.
What is that, like minus
190?
Yeah.
Oh, that's not bad.
I need to see if I can find my shortest touchdown under 1.5 yards. What is that this year?
I did see one prop that was very interesting. It is team to score last has won the last 15 Super Bowls, and I checked the odds. It was like minus 200. So it's not. This was like probably 5 days ago, so it might have went up. But
team
that
to
is
score last.
Interesting prop right there.
I like the trend. Spread 1.5. Is that what it's been?
1.5, 2.
Yeah.
It's not really.
It got up to 2.5, I reckon. I don't think it ever got to a field goal though.
Line movement not notable.
Yeah, it's gonna stay around the same.
Total 48.5. I'm thinking under.
Sharps are on the under.
Yeah.
I like the over. I'm also not going to bet the under because I like fun and I like points. So
that's a good point.
We'll talk more Super Bowl and more with DB when we return after this.
Beauty Bar MediSpa invites you to experience the magic of self-care with treatments that enhance your natural beauty. From Botox to fillers, skincare, and more, this is your time to be celebrated. For the month of February, we are featuring our Skin Better Alpha Rit 30 treatment with 20% savings, a no-downtime treatment, revealing a more radiant, rejuvenated skin. Your lips, but better? Ever curious about lip filler? This is your sign to jump on our exclusive offer for the month. Visit Beauty Bar MediSpa at 1021 Red Banks Road, Greenville. Call us or visit beautybarbmedispa.com for details. Celebrate you at Beauty Bar MediSpa.
David Garrard, ENC football legend and all-time passing leader.
You know, I get hit, I get knocked down, and it's an opportunity for me to either stay down or get back up. And I always chose to get back up, and that's why I chose QC Kinetics.
Like so many of you dealing with aching joints and chronic pain, David Garrard wanted long-term pain relief that didn't involve surgery, drugs, and downtime. He chose the natural, regenerative treatments at QC Kinetics here in Greenville. Call QC Kinetics for your free consultation. 252-765-PAIN.
Country Mart has been locally owned and operated for over 40 years and is your premier country store serving the best cheese biscuits and country food around. Country Mart is open every day and has 2 locations in Bethel on Highway 11 and in Stokes on Highway 903. Both Country Mart locations are top-of-the-line fuel stations serving Shell gas, including 93 ethanol-free high-octane gas, which is the best for all you boat owners. Country Mart, fueling you up with great food in your engines with great gasoline. Go Pirates.
Winter is here, but Stroud's Marine in Greenville is still your go-to spot for your boat projects and repairs. Now's the perfect time to get your boat ready for when the warm weather comes. Don't wait till spring. They've got you covered with outboard parts at great prices. Plus, they're running clearance sales on select items, so you can get ready for next season without breaking the bank. Stay up to date with the latest deals, parts, and promotions by following them on social media. Stop by the shop at 865 Rivet Street in Greenville. For more information, head to StroudsMarine.com. Strouds Marine, your best source for salvaged outboard parts.
There have been many changes in the automotive world. At Phelps Chevrolet, the Phelps boys are here to take care of you. Mike, Daryl, and 4 of Mr. Phelps' grandsons, Wade, West, Allen, and Clay. You see, things at Phelps remain the same. The Phelps team has served Eastern North Carolina for over 50 years. We make your visit easy and fun. We are your neighbors, and that's what neighbors do. Phelps Chevrolet in Greenville. Like Mr. Phelps' great-granddaughter says, come in and get you one.
Find new roads with Chevrolet at PhelpsChevrolet.com.
I'm Sam Jones, and for more than 3 generations, my folks have kept the fires burning for Eastern North Carolina Whole Hog Barbecue. At Sam Jones, you'll find our smokehouse pumping out wood-fired meats cooked fresh every single day. There are no freezers at our place. Everything, and we mean everything, is made fresh daily, including our sides, sweets, and sauces. Stop in and see us, and I bet you'll be able to taste our passion in just one bite. At Sam Jones Barbecue, you'll find plenty of smoke, but no mirrors.
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Jacob Jiggins Cowart, and the best place to go for custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items is University Sportswear. University Sportswear hit a home run for me when I needed my custom t-shirts. From start to finish, University Sportswear provided superior customer service and a quality product that cannot be beat. If your business, organization, or event needs t-shirts or promotional help, then you need University Sportswear. Visit universitysportswearenc.com for contact information. Go Pirates.
Hey Pirate Nation, this is proud ECU graduate and former baseball player Brandon Manning inviting you to join my team at Farm Bureau Insurance. Right now is a good time to review your coverage with a local trusted agent like me. I will make myself available before or after business hours, and my clients always have my cell phone number if they need anything. From home, auto, or life, give me a call today and let's talk about your insurance coverage and about the Pirates. Call 531-1812 and go Pirates!
You're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by Pirate Water. Get ready to party, pirates. Go to drinkpiratewater.com to find your new treasure. 21 and older only. Pirate Water. Why be yourself when you can be a pirate? Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Quality Equipment is your full-service John Deere dealer with 36 locations to serve you. Quality Equipment is open at Winterville next to Sam's Club, or visit qualityequip.com to find the location near you. And Overtime's Tavern is now open at 1011 South Charles Boulevard. Come in for some great food, cold drinks, and all the game day action. Swing in today and try our Philly cheesesteaks, glizzies, mouth-watering burgers, and delicious wings. They are opened from midnight Sunday, open till midnight Sunday through Thursday, and open late until 3 a.m. on the weekends. There's always time on the clock at Overtime Tavern. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
Back with you, Pirate Radio Live. Let's do a little exercise here. Shirley, do you want to participate?
What is it?
We're going to do a Super Bowl draft.
Oh, boy.
And we're going to pick, the only thing involving the game, you're going to pick a player to score a touchdown. But we're going to pick a food, a beverage, and a venue to watch the Super Bowl.
Sure.
And we all have to have different answers.
Does it have to be somewhere like I'm actually going?
No, it can be anywhere in the world.
Okay.
In the world.
Yeah, you're picking, It can be any food, any beverage, any venue, and a player playing in the game to score a touchdown.
We just booting Grayson to the curb, or?
No. Grayson, would you like to participate?
Sure.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll go ladies first, and you can pick any. You're only picking one of each, but you can pick whatever you want. So, Shirley, we'll start with you. Touchdown score, food, beverage, or venue. Pick one of those.
I have to pick a player, correct? That's going to score a touchdown?
Right. But you don't have to do that first unless you want to go and get it out of the way now.
Should have let her
You
pick
can.
a team so we could have just kicked her out of the draft.
I'm going to go with Travis Kelce.
So you're going to take Kelsey off the board for a touchdown score. All right, Grayson, you can pick a food, venue, beverage, or touchdown score.
I'm gonna go food buffalo chicken dip.
Oh, my.
That's a good pick.
Oh, that's a strong pick out the gate.
All right. Who wants to go next? I will. Okay. Nobody said anything.
Up to you.
I'm going to go ahead and go wings then. And that's all wings.
That's all of them?
Yeah. So like you can't say
tenders.
Yeah. Boneless wings?
Yeah.
Damn it. All right. I got bone-in wings.
Yeah.
So I guess technically you can. Bone. And then we'll let DB go back.
I'm going ice cold beer.
Dude, you suck.
Yeah.
What did you think I was going to go with?
I don't know.
I don't care what I'm eating, where I'm watching, or who scores. Because I got an ice cold beer.
I don't care where I'm at, who's scoring. All right.
Hockey check.
Ice cold beer. All right,
took one
Danny,
beer.
you got 2 picks.
All right. The stadium for watching in the building.
Oh, that's your answer. I'm sorry. You're at the game.
Hello? Yeah, I mean, I'm on the 50.
All right. Danny is at the game. All right. Damn it. Why do I keep messing this up? Danny, your second pick. Food, beverage, touchdown.
I guess I'll go Saquon.
Yeah.
It's kind of lame, but
Well, we'll run over everybody's list and see which one we like the best at the end. All right. Jared, you're up again.
Jalen Hurts.
All right. You're going touchdown. All right. I'm going to go soda.
yeah.
Pop.
See, I just don't like how far encompassing you are with all your picks. Like, you're just overarching everything. Like, pick a soda.
No, because then somebody else can pick another soda.
Yeah.
I want to make it difficult. I want y'all to be stuck with straight up tap water at the end of this thing.
We're going to go milk. 2%. Milk.
2%.
All right, Grayson, you need to pick a touchdown score, a venue to watch the game, or a beverage.
Okay, I'm gonna pick a venue, the bar.
Da bar.
Kaji.
Duh bar.
That's all encompassing.
Yeah. Shirley, you have back-to-back picks. You need to pick a food, beverage, or venue.
Food, beverage, or venue. Okay, so venue, I'm going to say my house.
Welcome to my house.
So I could say my house. I just can't say Shirley's house.
Nope. Shirley,
It's all encompassing.
Shirley has
Houses are out.
Shirley has a house.
A
so you
house.
can't watch it in a house. All right, now food or beverage?
Food, I'm going to go with chili.
Ooh, okay. We go back to Grayson. Pick a touchdown scorer in the game or a beverage. You cannot pick ice cold beer or soda.
Okay, I'm going to go really specific. A vodka water with lime.
I'm going to call that liquor.
Yes,
I mean-
because
That's how we're doing this.
You might have to say milk.
Dude, you wanted Saquon, you could have had liquor. So I'm up with a touchdown score or a venue at the game, a bar, a house. I'm running out of options here. Where else do you watch a game?
In your car.
Where have I watched sporting events in the past?
You could say a restaurant.
I've been to a bar. I've been in my house. I've been at games. Have I watched the game at any other locale?
A restaurant?
I'm counting that as a bar.
Bar. That counts as a bar. And you can't say somebody else's house like a friend's house.
Yeah, I guess I'll be on the deck. Does that count? No, that probably don't count, does it?
Outdoors, I mean.
All
That
right.
would be technically outdoors.
You know what? Give me AJ Brown. I'll worry about
Just
it later.
completely bypass that.
All right,
We'll get back to it.
Jarrett.
I'm gonna go with a sports book.
Son of a.
Specifically,
That was going to be my answer.
Specifically Mandalay Bay.
Before we even started this. All right. Yeah, I'm an idiot. Sportsbook. What an answer. Danny, you have to pick your food and beverage. You can't pick bone-in wings, buffalo chicken dip, or
I already
chili.
have my food's good. The drink is what I struggle with. So I can't pick beer, liquor, or what?
Or soda.
I mean, what else is there?
Sweet tea.
Yeah.
Technically, that is not a soda.
Moonshine.
I'll do pigs in a blanket. That's my food.
Ooh, okay. All right, all right.
P and a B.
P and a B.
Pigs in a blanket. P and a B.
I guess I'll go water, I guess. I have to go water.
Lame.
I have to go water. I was going to go like Arnold Palmer or something, but water.
You're at the game. You go wine. You drink wine?
You're not drinking wine.
You can turn water into wine. All right, DB enjoying his water at the game. I mean, you're at the game, so.
Oh yeah,
You're not paying for a beer at the game, realistically.
And,
Let's think about it.
$30.
I mean, if you really want to, it's in New Orleans. It can be a little hot down there. You
I'm
might wanna
curious
get a little thirsty.
curious to see what a plate of beanie weenies are going to cost at the game, but I'll take the water.
All right, Jarrett, your food.
Burger.
Beer and a burger.
Yeah, beer was just the top. I mean, as God intended it. 1-1, Super Bowl Sunday.
What is another venue? The mall.
Hey, you came up with this idea.
So what has it already been taken?
At the game, a sports book, the bar, a house.
You could say a restaurant.
Here? You could say here.
In studio.
Do you want me to help you out
Yeah.
a little bit there?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Yeah, well, hey.
Strip club.
Could this count?
That's an RV.
Ooh, in an RV. Strip club is an interesting one. I've never done that before.
I don't know many of us have.
Watch what? Gone to a strip club or watched a game at a strip club?
Neither. Either.
I'm just wanted to clarify.
I mean,
all right.
You know, it'd be kind of cool.
What?
A movie theater. I don't think they do that, but that'd be kind of cool.
I'm going to Golden Ticket Cinemas.
That'd be kind of cool
to watch the game.
That's actually not a bad idea.
Thank you, Danny. All right. Thanks for the help. Grayson, touchdown score.
You'll find this funny. I had to ask Shirley to make sure he was a player, but I was right. Patrick Mahomes.
There you go.
Make sure he was a player.
Let me make sure this guy.
I was making sure he played for these teams. I thought so.
All right, Shirley, you cannot drink soda, water, beer, or liquor.
I don't know if there's anything else. Like, actually, you're going to go lemonade?
Give me chocolate milk.
Chocolate.
Go
Hey,
get your
look.
chili.
How better to wash down some chili?
You might not make it.
Chocolate milk, baby.
Some thick chocolate
She's
milk.
gonna spend the whole second half in the bathroom.
Hey, no, because if the chili is spicy enough, might give you a little tummy issue, but the milk coats your stomach.
You know what the last one we should pick is? halftime performer.
Ooh. Like our personal halftime performer?
Like if we got to pick.
All right.
But you can't pick the same artist from the same genre.
That is ridiculous.
I mean, we're going to be down to folk music, bro.
Well, I'll take some folk music.
All right, good. You got the folk guy.
I would say.
Okay, wait. What are our parameters for our performers, though? Do they have to be living? Do they have to be?
They can be dead.
They can be
They
dead?
can only be dead. This is Fantasyland.
They can only be dead.
Fantasyland, Prince, all day.
Okay. All right, Shirley is taking Prince.
I can't wait for my answer because you guys are going to hate it.
I'll go Co-Wetzel.
Who?
I don't know what that is.
He's country.
All right.
Country? Oh, okay.
It's more like all country.
I'm going to go Foo Fighters.
Foo Fighters.
I'll go.
I got a confession
Is it my turn?
to make.
I'll go Steve Martin on the banjo.
Oh,
I didn't know. I mean, she took country, so.
What a prick. I don't know if that's the word I was looking for.
I don't think you can say that.
Danny can. Who you got, Danny?
But do a Creed and Nickelback concert.
Nobody said rap
at halftime.
Give me Dre.
How about last night
Creed
as
and Nickelback ripping it at halftime?
As Norfolk State hits the half-court shot for the win at the buzzer, Can You Take Me Higher is playing in the Buck.
A banger.
And it was banger.
Great song. Great song. Great moment.
It was. I'll never forget it.
No.
I know that.
Sure won't.
All right.
Nobody beats me.
Clip is hoping for an A.J. Brown touchdown as he eats bone-in wings, washes it down with some soda pop. Diet Mountain Dew to be specific.
At the movie theater.
At the Golden Ticket Cinemas.
Hey, look, at least he'll be comfortable.
Yeah. Danny Beal will be cashing his Saquon bet as he eats a pig in a blanket, drinking some ice cold water at the Super Bowl.
That's not that bad. That's pretty good. You're at the game. That's pretty
Hey,
good.
that's not bad at all.
That's pretty good.
J-Bone wants a tush push from Jalen Hurts as he chomps on a burger, pounds several ice cold beers
And tweets
at the sports book.
Yeah. That's pretty good, too.
Oh, that's a good lineup there. Grayson's hoping for a Mahomes scramble. Now, let me ask you this. Does Grayson get chips to go with her buffalo chicken dip?
No.
She only has the dip.
You have a spoon in your hand.
No spoon. You got to scoop it.
You got to do it.
Are you okay with that?
That's fine.
Okay, all right. She's got a whole crock pot of buffalo chicken dip.
And a spoon.
And she's at the bar with this dip, pounding some liqueur. Shirley Rhodes has Travis Kelce in the end zone, enjoying some chili, chugging chocolate milk at the house.
The only place you can eat chili and chug chocolate milk.
It's got to be the house.
Yeah.
Can't do that in public.
Hey,
I think
you set up the rules, man.
4 out of those 5. Actually, realistically, 5 out of those 5 could get in the box. So those touchdown scores are pretty good picks.
Yeah.
Yeah. And is Patrick Mahomes a player?
He does play. We just actually found out from sources that he does play for one of those teams too.
Who's our quarterback?
There you go. All right. Good drill. Danny, who are you picking in the game?
Does it matter?
Yeah, I'm keeping a record.
We know who's going to win.
Okay, so are you picking the Chiefs?
Wait, so is this like on the record? Like you're
Yeah.
keeping track of this? Is like, all right, yeah.
I would like to make a graphic, maybe with everybody's pick from Pirate Radio.
Is there one?
We got
Colby and
Seawall
Ethan.
is the only one. Oh,
Ethan took
yeah,
with the Eagles
we're
as
picking
well.
with our heart. I'll ride the birds. I don't think they're going to win, but the birds, sure.
All right. Grayson, just in case I don't talk to you again this week, who are you picking?
I'm going the Chiefs.
All right. Shirley, I'll get yours later in the week. Unless you're ready to go right now. It's up to
Give
you.
me the chefs.
All right.
I hate you guys.
And Bone, I will.
Yeah, we're doing ours Friday.
All right. Danny, thanks for hanging out.
Yeah, it was an absolute honor and a privilege. I got to go get Carter from the airport, so that's why I'm kind of down in the dumps.
You got to drive to Raleighwood?
Sure do.
Oof.
Yeah, and back.
Tough.
But hey, he's here till the 16th, so it's somebody else in the house because Trey just left. So
Now you got a buddy?
somebody,
That's
anybody.
good. All right. Thank you, Danny.
Yep.
Danny Beal Show with Kevin Youngs.
Dropping tomorrow.
Dropping mañana. We'll take a break, come back. Mack McCarthy joins us when we return. Pirate Radio live on a Tuesday after this.
Are
Are you ready for some outdoor fun? Big Rock Powersports and Marine is your complete source for recreation and marine sales and service. With a full selection of ATVs, side-by-sides, motorcycles, slingshots, watercraft, pontoons, and boats, Big Rock Powersports and Marine is sure to have what you're looking for in everyday adventure. With 5 locations in North Carolina, Rocky Mount, Lake Gaston, New Bern, Elizabeth City, and of course, Greenville. You can find us on Facebook and Instagram or online at BigRockPowersports.com. Big Rock Powersports and Marine. Choose your adventure.
Homeowners can face many challenges throughout this season, but our newest New Blue star, Dixon Williams, is here to slide in and save the day. Have a clog that's hitting a foul ball and nothing seems to be getting through? Dixon's fixing to get you flowing again. Feeling like your HVAC's in a slump? Dixon's sliding in to get your comfort back on track. Are swinging blind in a power outage? Dixon is delivering a power boost. So when problems arise, turn home strikeouts into home runs with New Blue, electric, plumbing, and air.
How much America's in a can of Loko USA? Take a pro wrestler, give him apple pie picks, bald eagle biceps, fists of four-wheel drive, and legs spinning drones. Then add even more America. More America. More Loko USA. Tastes like freedom.
At Children's Health Services, we understand the importance of your child's well-being. This is Dr. Chris Osmick, and our mission is to provide comprehensive, patient-centered health care through every stage of child development, starting the day they are born in the hospital. We are not just here to treat illnesses. We are here to partner with you on your child's health journey. Schedule your appointment today to build a brighter, healthier world for your children. Children's Health Services, Arlington Boulevard, Greenville, or soon to be our second location on 10th Street. Go Pirates!
What's even better than going to Jimmy John's? The great taste of Jimmy John's coming to you. Check out their convenient catering bundle, including a 12-pack of half sandwiches made with fresh-baked bread, hand-sliced meats, and fresh veggies, plus 2 premium sides, 15 chips, and 15 desserts, all for one great price. You can also choose an a la carte option. Pick it up, or they'll set it up for you. And don't forget Jimmy John's loyalty app with a free sandwich after your first visit. Jimmy John's in Greenville and Wilson, and online at jimmyjohns.com.
This is Dr. Josiah Duke from Orthopedics East and Sports Medicine Center. Our practice has been caring for the athletes at ECU and the residents of Eastern North Carolina for more than 35 years. Whether it's treatment for your sports injury or it's that time for a joint replacement, Orthopedics East provides the latest in operative and non-operative orthopedic care. We also offer on-site physical therapy and MRI services, as well as walk-in urgent care on weekends from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Call us at 757-BONE or visit us online at orthoeast.com. Go Pirates!
At Chicken Salad Chick, we make our food from scratch every day using fresh quality ingredients. We have 12 flavors of chicken salad, plus soups, sides, sandwiches, and desserts. Whether you're craving traditional, savory, spicy, or fruity and nutty chicken salad, we have something for everyone. All of our delicious chicken salads conveniently packaged in take-home containers and multiple sizes for you or the whole family. Visit Chicken Salad Chick or order online today. Now open at 112 Red Banks Road in Greenville. Chicken Salad Chick.
Tired of the same old gym routine? Rebel Fitness is here to change the game. Whether you're throwing punches, kicking it in kickboxing, or mastering MMA, we bring the heat with specialized group classes that make fitness feel like a fight you actually want to win. At Rebel Fitness, we're not just about lifting weights, we're about lifting spirits. Join a community of badasses who are rebelling against the norm and crushing their fitness goals. Sweat, lift, move, fuel, fight for a healthier, happier you. Rebel Fitness, where fitness meets fun. Join the movement today. Visit us at 3700 Charles Boulevard or visit rebelfitnessnc.com.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 at 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington. You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. Do you need custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items for your business, organization, or event? Keep it local. Print it local with University Sportswear. Contact them today at universitysportswearenc.com. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. America's favorite light beer, Bud Light, is also the official beer of the ECU Pirates. When planning your fun times with family and friends, be sure to pick up some Bud Light at your favorite retailer. Always have fun, Pirate Nation, and always stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
All right, back with you, Pirate Radio Live. Aaron Fitt will join us later on in hour number 2. Right now, you'll hear my conversation with Mack McCarthy as he joined me earlier today, Studio C, Big Rock Powersports. We talked college hoops and racing, and let's hear that conversation right now. All right, let's welcome in our guest on Pirate Radio Live today. He is Mack McCarthy. Coach Mack, how you doing, sir?
I am good. Hope you are.
I am doing well. Jamie and some folks will be happy to see you wearing East Carolina gear during your segment today.
I almost always wear pirate gear.
Usually Pirate Radio. You got the old Pirate Radio hat. I like that.
Yeah.
All right, Mack, today we've got to talk about the format for our NASCAR pool. Myself, you, and Jarrett.
Okay.
We'll do that in a moment. I do want to start with college basketball because I did jot down a starting 5, some notes to ask you today, and I think I got some questions from Jamie as well. So we'll start with my starting 5 here, and it's a question. I'm giving you Duke and Auburn or the field to win the NCAA tournament. What side are you taking?
I'll still take the field. As much as I like those two teams, and as much as they're almost guaranteed to go deep, they've got, Duke has freshmen, and Auburn is still subject a little bit to a drought here and there, and who knows what it'll be like down the stretch for them too. So I'm taking the field. There's enough parity out there that I'd take the field.
I would as well. I almost came in here today saying it's Duke at the top, and then I looked, and Auburn's only lost 1 game, and they're playing in a pretty tough SEC, one would say. So you kind of have to include them as a duo, right? Or do you see one ahead of the other there?
No, I don't. I mean, Duke won head-to-head, but they won it in Cameron. They won it earlier in the season. I think Duke has improved since then. So maybe I might put the edge to Duke, but gosh, Auburn has a lot of weapons. I watched their game at Ole Miss the other day, and Ole Miss was playing well and playing at home, and had a lot going on, and Auburn still had enough answers to win in a tough environment. So they'll be better tested. They'll be more battle tested when they get to the NCAA. Does that matter? Probably not as much as whatever matchup pops up on the bracket.
Yeah. Number 2 on my list, and you can look at this a number of different ways. Leonard Hamilton stepping down after 23 years at Florida State. You can go the first route and talk about, his great career and what he's done as a basketball coach and at Florida State. Or you can take the other side and say 6 players are suing him over NIL, and this is a sign of the times on where we are right now. According to them, he promised them certain things. They played with the basketball team, did not get those things, and now I guess are suing him. So it's you'd probably rather look at the good side of things, but man, it does tell you where we are in today's college athletics.
Yeah, but I don't think when you think about Leonard Hamilton, you think about this last thing. I think that's a blip on the radar and something that's going to happen more and more. And I don't think whether there's anything to it or not, it doesn't have any impact on the fact that he's a Hall of Fame coach and has had a great career, whether it be at Oklahoma State or Miami or the Wizards or Florida State. It doesn't matter. He's done it at a high level for a very long time, and I think that's what I focus on. It's really weird. I got to thinking when my alma mater joined the ACC, you had Coach K, you had Roy Williams, you had Leonard Hamilton, you had Dave Odom. Trying to think of who else you had at that time. I think Cremens was already gone, but in the next year or two, you had Bennett and Boeheim come into the league. You had Gary Williams. You had Gary Williams. I mean, you literally had a Hall of Famer at almost every single school. And now when you look at Brad Brownell is the dean of coaches going forward in the league, and that's hard to imagine.
That is crazy. All the turnover and all the legends and veteran coaches stepping down just in one conference, and we're seeing it across college basketball and across college athletics. There is gambling news. So there's a gambling ring being investigated on the NBA front, but a few schools were named yesterday in an article where there were some suspicious bets going on regarding North Carolina A&T, Mississippi Valley State, and Eastern Michigan. And I think Jamie had a question regarding the gambling. Yeah, he says, do you think this college hoops gambling news slowly trickling out is just the tip of the iceberg? Is there going to be a lot more coming out involving larger programs? Any thoughts on this, Coach Mack?
I don't really think it's going to be widespread, but it scares me a little bit. You look at what's happened even in other sports. There's stuff going on right now in Major League Baseball with an umpire. As soon as the betting became public, at the college level, that this is one of the things everybody was a little bit afraid of, and this is no different than any other phase of society. So. I'm hoping for the best, and I really don't think it's going to be widespread, but again, it still bothers me a lot.
Mack McCarthy joining us. Mack, number 4 on my list. East Carolina misses 10 free throws, and the two best players miss 5 apiece, R.J. Felton, C.J. Walker. Pirates lose to Temple in overtime, a game that they did not trail until overtime. Would have been Temple's first home loss, would have been East Carolina's 4th win in a row, and I guess my question is, why do good basketball players miss so many free throws? Why? and like you see on message boards, you get people like me on the radio saying, practice your free throws. Well, clearly they practice free throws. If not, every coach should be fired if you're not practicing free throws. So they practice them, but man, I'm sure you've wanted to wring a few necks over the years with some missed free throws, but I mean, it happens everywhere.
It does, and it can be contagious. It can be, certainly there's a mental aspect to it, more than even a physical aspect to it. You see some teams year after year. Calipari's teams have always been famous for being poor from the free throw line, while good enough to go to Final Fours and win a national championship and all that. But it's frustrating, and I love the fact that the Pirate fans are frustrated with losing after winning 3 in a row, and kind of nitpicking on the free throws. Please make a free throw, which is not a big ask. I understand that, but the fact that they were in a position to win their 4th in a row is a sign of pretty good things compared to where we were in November and December, if I remember correctly.
Mac, I'm out of signs. I don't give a damn about a sign. Good God. A sign? Mac, we're not doing moral victories here, man. God.
No, I'm just talking about the way the fans have approached this thing, and many had given up hope, and now all of a sudden there is some hope. So now our standards have changed.
Well, Jared got all excited and started to get me excited, and I don't know why I got excited. I shouldn't have got excited. When you have a good player that misses free throws, Mac, I mean, like R.J. Felton has played his ass off since he got here to Greenville. Like, I have no qualms at all with him. But if you're Mike Schwartz, are you like, hey, RJ, work on your free throws more? He's probably doing it on his own, but like, do you get on a star player or a great player after that? Or, how do you kind of handle that?
No, you don't want to plant any seeds of doubt or negativity. You just want to approach it different ways. There are pressure free throw situations where you can shoot in practice. There are goals. Making 10 in a row before you quit or whatever. But the main thing is, if it's mechanically sound and you don't have to change anything, you pretty much leave it alone from a standpoint of bringing it up. Now you still reinforce those things with, shooting a free throw when you're tired and those type of things. But if he's a good player, and by all accounts he's a good player, he'll be in that gym on his own. He'll take care of that.
Mack McCarthy joining us. Finally, Mac, I thought about this on Saturday. I thought about it even before. the color analyst in the ECU Temple game called us Eastern Carolina for the 47th time.
I saw that.
With the more games that are on TV now, you get more unqualified announcers or more guys just getting into it or guys that, maybe should be watching rather than talking. But it was kind of funny the other day. The announcer there finally apologized. It was after the final media timeout. There was like 3 minutes left, and he said, and by the way, it's East Carolina, not Eastern Carolina. I'm like, dude, you went this long. Well, I guess better late than never, but damn.
Yeah. You got to give him credit for
yeah.
for biting the bullet there.
Here's some credit. There you go.
It is amazing though, because if you do your homework at all and you read any game notes at all, every school that has an issue like that maybe they're not known by a certain thing or they want to be known by a certain thing, whether it's the nickname or the school name or initials, there is a real effort to letting the media know what to call a school or the nickname or everything. I literally, you'll appreciate this. I'm doing a game, and UNC Wilmington's been UNC Wilmington or Wilmington for a long time. They really want to beat UNCW right now, and that's it. They don't want any variation of that. But I've been around a long time, coached against them, and been to their games, and know their coaches well. So every once in a while, a Wilmington would slip out of my mouth when I was doing regular season CAA. So I'm doing a game at Drexel. And a gentleman known to you all, the AD at UNCW, was texting me and said, listen, it is UNCW. It's not Wilmington. It's not UNC Wilmington. It's not North Carolina Wilmington. So I'm pretty conscious of that myself, to be honest.
Did you say, yes, sir, Mr. Bass, or did you say?
I didn't get it wrong anymore.
And you're right, Mac, because, I'm doing PA. I remember, boy, Appalachian State's was hilarious. It was like, you can call us Appalachian State or App State. Don't call us Appy State.
Yeah.
Appalachian. Like, I was like, who the hell's calling you Appy State? But we've seen those. I remember Mark Daniels, play-by-play voice of UCF. I called them Central Florida during an interview, and he said, we're UCF now. All right, Mark, you're UCF. My bad. So, but you're right. It is available in those game notes. Got another question from Jamie. Jamie, this is hilarious coming from you, an Indiana fan. He wants to know about coach behavior. Thoughts on a recent college coaches losing control of emotions, talking down about their players, other teams' players, blaming anything but themselves for losses.
I don't know exactly what he's referring to, but that's a bad trend, and there are a lot of bad trends among coaches sometimes. But you need to take whatever blame comes because you're going to get whatever credit or blame in the big picture. But you need to take everything you can off of your players, not put more on the players. And there's no reason for you to ever talk about an opposing player or coach except in positive terms.
And we've talked about Danny Hurley, and maybe he's referring to some of his antics, but that's kind of every game with Hurley there.
Yeah, Hurley is an interesting study. If you're going to tell everybody you're the best coach in the game in whatever vulgar terms you want to use, you're going to have to accept the camera being on you. And you can't complain about the camera being on you instead of somebody else. You've won a couple championships. You constantly berate the officials. You're constantly showing off on the sideline or showing up or showing out or something. You're demanding that the camera be on you. You can't complain about that. He's wrong in that regard.
And by the way, Doug Gottlieb now 2-22.
Yes.
At Green Bay. Why are you smiling, Mac?
Couldn't be happier.
Come on, Mac. That's
Couldn't
not
be
very
happier.
kind.
Karma doesn't always work, but when it does, it's a beautiful thing.
Maybe more info on that on his radio show. Folks can go check that out wherever you can hear Doug Gottlieb. Man, I don't know.
I'm sure it's not his fault.
No, definitely not. Definitely. Probably society and kids these days and all that stuff. Even though I love that, by the way. It was a former ECU coach talking about ECU privately, saying it's kids these days and the way it is. And I'm like, wait a minute, are we playing against grown men, or are we playing against these same kids that you're talking about? Why are their kids beating our kids? They're all kids.
Yeah. And how did the kids get that way? There's another group we might ought to throw in there. What about the parents?
Yeah, you old people. Wait a minute, I'm old too. Me.
Yeah. I'm past parents, so that's okay.
Yeah, you can talk now, Mac. You're not a kid or a parent. You're good to go.
That's right.
Mack McCarthy joining us today. Mac,
OG.
The OG. Before we move on from hoops, anything else standing out to you?
No, OG comes back to mind because I still don't know if it's old guy or original gangster, but I'm not sure.
I think it depends on who's saying it, and in your coming out of your mouth, it's old guy. All right. We got to figure out our NASCAR format. So
Yes.
I've got a couple of ways we've done our pool here in the past, which is it's going to be myself, Jarrett, and Coach Mack. We do a snake draft, and we draft 5 to 6 drivers. I guess 5 would be a good number. And we go by just wins. So every week, the 2 losers are giving the winner something. Just your guy wins, you win, and that's it. Nothing else matters. Or we could count all of our guys that we draft. If your 5 guys finish 3rd, 5th, 12th, 18, 20, we add those numbers up, and we just we can do it week to week that way, or keep a running tally. And so every driver matters, and the lowest number would win in that regard. Jarrett, you had an idea too. I like your idea. What was your idea?
It's kind of complicated, but it's a point system with just like if they win, that's 2 points, top 5, 1 point, and then DNF is -1.
All right. So you accrue points that way. Mac, do you have any ideas you would like to throw out before we decide?
I kind of like the direction that Jared's going, but here was my initial thought.
Okay.
I like 2 points for a win. You ought to reward winning. We've had that discussion with college football, but I think you also have a point at stake for the best total, best average, lowest number of if you finish 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, whatever that total is, you would get a point for having the best average finish.
Okay.
And rather than taking a point away for a DNF, I think we also give a point for the worst finish in every race.
So a point for picking the worst driver?
Yes.
I like that.
Yes.
All right. So we'll go 2 for a win, and then the top average amongst our 3 teams gets 1 point.
Yeah. Since we've got a young guy like Jared who can figure this stuff all out.
Yeah, Jared, you're keeping up with all this.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right, cool. And then we're gonna do worst driver. Now, if 2 guys wreck each other, I guess, is there an official finish? No.
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay. All right. Well, they'll get a bonus point for worst driver, and we're gonna do this and have a winner each week or each month. How do y'all want to do that?
We just keep a tab for the whole year, right?
Yeah, that sounds good.
For the entire season.
Yeah.
All right. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now we'll have to decide what we're going to do about special things like All-Star, Clash, all those kind of things. We'll have to decide what we're going to do about that. But we don't have to do the point for the worst finish. But I was just thinking of trying to do something different. But taking a point away for a DNF, of course, you could have multiple DNFs. What do you do with those?
Yeah, we need to decide. And yeah, what do you want to do, Jared? You
I mean, I was like -1 for each DNF. Because picking like Kyle Larson, it seems like he either wins or does not finish the race.
So it's
so in Daytona you could go -5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hello.
Okay. All right. Final thing. So 2 points if you win. We will average our numbers for each team. Whoever has the best number there gets a point.
Right.
And then if your guy doesn't finish,
That's -1, and then worst finish. Like, they have to finish for you to get the worst finish.
Okay.
Now let's just stick with your thing, with just
Okay.
taking a point away.
All right.
All right.
Let's just say, but let's make it a half a point we take away.
I was going to say, I feel like you're getting penalized more than
Yeah.
you've got.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, if you get the best average, that's worth more than, you know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right.
Let's do that. Let's take a half a point away for a DNF, 1 point for the best average for your 5 drivers, and 2 points if you win the race. Now,
All right, how
you've got to
about
win
this?
the race. You can't finish second.
How about to avoid the half point? Can we go 3 for a win?
Yes.
2 for best average?
Yes.
And then 1.
Yes.
The whole point for -1 for DNF. Yeah.
Yeah.
How about
and
that?
there'll be some races where we don't have a winner now. You got to know that.
That is true. Well, I don't know about that. If we
Yes,
lose-
there will be. Yes,
if
there will be.
We're taking 15 drivers.
There will
there'll
be
be
some winners beyond 15.
1 or 2.
There's going to be
maybe.
like a Harrison Burton,
Yeah.
which nobody's going to draft, hopefully.
All right. We will have our draft next week. Everybody cool with the snake draft?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 3, 2,
Yeah.
1. Okay. Mac, did you watch any racing this weekend?
I did. I rushed home, avoided a couple speeding tickets coming home from a game in Blacksburg I got here just in time for the national anthem and thoroughly enjoyed Bowman Gray.
How about Duke, Carolina, Royal Rumble, short track racing all on at the same time? It was a redneck holiday, Mack McCarthy.
I want to say a lot of things about that, but none of them on this show.
All right, fair enough. Mac, what's your schedule like this week?
Just have a radio game, Syracuse at Virginia Tech. We got a lot of prep to do. I've got 14 teams in the CAA to get ready for, and I've started doing that. Got a couple little TV games left, and then the CAA tournament on Flow Sports of all things.
I talked to Jeff Nadeau a couple of days after talking to you last week, our college basketball gambling guy, and had talked about you doing the CAA tournament. Ken Watlington hoping his UNCW team can cut the nets down, and Nadeau said they certainly got a shot. But he brought up something you did last week, William and Mary, and their pace and the way they play, and pretty incredible to see where they are right now in the standings.
Yeah, they won they're 10-0 at home. They didn't win 10 games last year total.
Man.
They've already won 10. And the bad news was last night. The good news was they beat a really good Charleston team. The bad news was their center tore his Achilles.
Oh, okay, that stinks.
Yeah.
Coaching matters, I guess, and it's mattering there with the Tribe this year. So, all right, Mac. Appreciate you joining us, man. Well, I got to do my NASCAR research, and we'll reconvene next week.
I look forward to it. I can't wait.
Y'all keep your hands off Christopher Bell. He's mine. Me, J-Bone, Mac, fantasy NASCAR draft coming up next Tuesday on Pirate Radio Live. We'll take a break, come back. When we return, we'll talk some baseball with Aaron Fitt from D1 Baseball. Get you ready for the upcoming season. Got that on the way when we return. Pirate Radio Live, back with you after this.
Beauty Bar MediSpa invites you to experience the magic of self-care with treatments that enhance your natural beauty. From Botox to fillers, skincare, and more, this is your time to be celebrated. For the month of February, we are featuring our Skin Better Alpha Ret 30 treatment with 20% savings, a no-downtime treatment, revealing a more radiant, rejuvenated skin. Your lips, but better? Ever curious about lip filler? This is your sign to jump on our exclusive offer for the month. Visit Beauty Bar MediSpa at 1021 Red Banks Road, Greenville. Call us or visit beautybarmedispa.com for details. Celebrate you at Beauty Bar MediSpa.
At Tiebreakers, we pride ourselves on serving
big, juicy wings.
I'm talking
big and juicy.
Our chickens are the same ones that kick sand in the other chickens' faces. If our chickens played football, they'd be linebackers. The competition's chickens, they'd be
skinny little kickers.
Trade those kickers in for linebackers. Join us today for
big, juicy wings.
All season long at Tiebreakers.
Tiebreakers, with 2 locations in Greenville and on Railroad Street in Winterville.
Some days you hit snooze, but not today. Today you have to go on a run.
to get burgers for the tailgate. You've got to haul something heavy, a cooler stocked with Bud Light. When you've got beer and football, nothing is hard. Until the other team scores. Bud Light. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Enjoy responsibly. 21 plus. Copyright 2024 Anheuser-Busch, Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Motorsports Motorsports is celebrating 50 years in 2025. Since 1975, they've been your go-to for motorcycles, ATVs, side-by-sides, power equipment, and more. This February, buy any handheld power equipment or mower, or spend $50 or more on parts and apparel, and get an entry to win a chainsaw or $200 gift card. The winner will be drawn on February 22nd. Stop on by and visit their 30,000 square foot showroom featuring Honda, Suzuki, Kawasaki, Yamaha, Hustler, and Steel equipment. Ron Ayers Motorsports, 50 years of quality and adventure.
North Carolina State Parks invites you to enjoy camping your way. With the weather changing, booking your own cabin is the perfect solution for your camping getaway. Reserve campsites or cabins today at Jones Lake, Goose Creek, and Cliffs of the Neuse. Whether you enjoy traditional camping or air-conditioned cabins that can be rented with Wi-Fi, your next adventure can include hiking, beautiful scenery, and sunsets by the campfire. For information on booking a cabin, visit ncparks.gov.
You've had your new computer a few years now, but lately it's been running super slow, acting strange, and you're worried about viruses and losing data.
This is driving me mad.
Let the experts at University PC Care in Greenville and New Bern professionally diagnose your Mac or PC to see what's really going on. They'll determine the root cause and not just symptoms, so you don't waste money fixing the wrong issues. Call 252-558-1280 for in-store or remote service, or make an appointment online at universitypccare.com.
I'm Michael Vaughn with East Coast Grading and Utilities. Many of you know my dad, David Vaughn, and his work in putting in subdivisions all over Pirate Nation. But East Coast Grading and Utilities is not just for those type of big jobs. We're here for the homeowners. Whether it's concrete, driveways, hauling rock, or sand, whatever you need, East Coast Grading and Utilities can get the job done. Call us at 252-531-7494 or check us out on Facebook at East Coast Grading and Utilities.
Look what we have here. It's the refreshing deliciousness of a Pepsi mini can. It's the perfect complement to any meal. The dash of indulgence your day was dreaming of. The sip that'll have you singing Pepsi.
Nope, not again, Steve. Let's take a cue from the Pepsi mini can and pack all that awesomeness you're feeling into a much smaller treat for everyone. Deal?
So, big awesomeness, smaller size. I think I've got just the thing.
Pepsi mini can. Mini can, big taste.
Pirate Radio, proudly serving the Pirate Nation for over 20 years. We are the voice of the Pirate Nation. You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. Do you need custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items for your business, organization, or event? Keep it local. Print it local with University Sportswear. Contact them today at universitysportswearenc.com. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Is your office printer on the fritz? Don't wait days for a repair. Contact the professionals at CopyPro, where they promise fast, 3-hour service on all your office printing devices, guaranteed. Contact Walker Allen Voliva today for a free office printing analysis to help you cut costs and boost efficiency. For reliable, fast service, call CopyPro today at 756-3175. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here's Clip.
Walker Allen Voliva was here earlier this week. We got a sweet new printer.
Yes, which I have not quite figured out yet. I had to scan something and I was like, where does this go?
It's too high tech.
It's going to take me a minute to figure it out.
We need the old, giant, bulky printer that takes up an entire room. This one is too sleek and nice for us here at Pirate Radio.
I was telling somebody the other day, we in size comparison, we went from a 15-passenger van to a smart car.
Good analogy.
Yeah.
Shirley, I'm efforting Aaron Fitt. I sent you his number. Can you give that a call a time or two and see if you can get him on? And we'll try to talk a little Pirate baseball as ECU gets ready for the upcoming season. Danny, are you still here?
Never leave it.
Are you concerned at all about maybe the Pirates starting slow, like seeing their best baseball later in the year just because of the newness? And all the new faces?
I think a lot of that is the way it goes every year. I mean, I feel like it is always, especially with how many new guys there are this year, it will take a little bit to get used to the newness of it, playing at high level Division I baseball. But I think as the season goes on, they will get more competitive, and there's a lot of not really a lot of experience. So I think it's something that they're going to have to get used to, and it only comes with experience. So.
All right, Danny Beal here in studio. Aaron Fitt joining us on the Big Rock Powersports Live line. Aaron, welcome in. How you doing, man?
I'm great, fellas. How are you guys?
Doing great. We wish Danny was getting ready for the season rather than talking to us, but he is one of the Pirates who will not be on the field this year. And we've talked quite a bit, Aaron, about East Carolina not being in the D1 baseball top 25 rankings. Some folks upset, a lot of folks understandable of that because of the newness. And is that kind of what it comes down to, Aaron? I mean, East Carolina, I know how much you and the folks there respect the Pirates, but is it kind of you need to see it first before you put them in the top 25?
Well, yeah. You lose 7 everyday guys and, for your top 5 innings eaters, Danny being one of them, it's a lot to replace. I mean, and I think it's probably a sign of our respect for East Carolina that we still have ECU picked as the team to beat in the league, and a team that's in our next 10 outside the top 25 because, there's not a lot of guys here that, have done it yet at this level. There are a handful. Certainly it's nice to have Dixon Williams back and Riley Johnson, in the lineup. And, I feel like a couple of the transfers they brought in have nice track records, Ryan Towers and Nick Moran in particular. But there's a lot of other guys that we're counting on to do it. And hey, listen, we love the newcomer group. I mean, it's a top 12 freshman class in the country in our rankings, and I think they did very well in the portal. I think they're going to be good again, but I think it is reasonable to expect that they're not going to maybe be quite as dominant in the league as they have been the last several years because this great core of players that they've built those teams around is gone. And so, honestly, I don't think it's going to be a cakewalk this year in the American, for ECU. And even last year, I mean, the league behind them was very competitive, but, ECU is the team to beat until proven otherwise. They've earned that. But, I mean, I was just writing up Tulane for our American preview, and they're a lot older than ECU, and they have talent too. And there are other teams, Wichita State and UTSA, they're kind of in that mix. And so, I just they certainly will probably wind up being a top 25 team at some point because that's just how East Carolina rolls. And it's a very well coached program that those guys get the most out of their players and they have lots of talent. But we need to see it, and that's kind of the case for anybody that has the kind of incredible losses from the roster that ECU suffered.
Aaron Fitt joining us, Big Rock Powersports Live line. Danny, one of the new guys will be, I don't know if counting on is the right phrase, but at some point we will, is a 17-year-old, Sean Jenkins. What have you heard or seen from this kid pitching?
He's a stud. I mean, he's like you said, it's 17 years old. He's very mature for his age, and he's got a lot of talent, but it's the same kind of thing that we've talked about in the past of, we've had the Treys, the Gavins of the world of the past, but you can't put that much pressure on a kid to just fill that void right away at 17 years old. It's not fair to him, and it's not fair to the team either to count on him in those big situations because there are only, one Trey Savage and Gavin Williams. So he's going to be a big part of what we have moving forward, as Ethan Norby will, as Ryan Towers will, as all those other guys. But he is very talented, and he has a very, very bright future, especially here at East Carolina.
Aaron, you mentioned a couple of names. What newcomers maybe did you see in the fall or talk to Coach Godwin about that you think Pirate fans will be excited to see starting next weekend?
Yeah, Jenkins is top of mind, and I think I might have talked about him on your show in the fall, but I mean, I was there for the Purple and Gold World Series, and he looked great, man. I mean, it's the real deal is what I saw. I mean, up to 96, with life and command, and I saw 2 different breaking balls that both looked pretty sharp and effective. I know he's got a splitter as well. He built like a workhorse. I mean, he sounds like he's mature beyond his years. He's voted the hardest working guy on the pitching staff, is what Cliff said. As a 17-year-old in the fall, that's impressive. So it sounds like he's got all the ingredients to be that next guy in the, you Savage, Gavin Williams, Agnos line of aces that ECU has produced in recent years. So, that's kind of the first one that jumps out. But, I mentioned before, Moran and Towers, those lefties that just are polished, kind of experienced weekend pieces with quality stuff. It's not, Jenkins caliber stuff, but they can spin it, and it's enough fastball at 88, 90, 92, something like that with some life, and again, command from the left side. That plays. So I didn't get to see Brett Antolik in the fall. Heard great things. I know it's a power arm. That's an exciting one. So I think they did a good job reloading on the mound, and certainly, take your pick of the newcomers in the lineup. Big fan of the freshman third baseman, Braxton Trammell. I think that guy's got a chance to be an instant starter and a middle of the order run producer pretty early. Austin Irby, I just think is going to hit. It just looks like a guy that's going to hit, man, from the left side. So, and then Alec Peltier, I think, in the outfield, athletic, live body guy that can run and could be. They always, it feels like, have these athletes and these guys that can push the action with the running game, and I think he kind of maybe fits well into that style, especially this year where you've lost a lot of power in the lineup. I think they're going to be able to manufacture more offense with their speed, because they got a lot of speed in this lineup.
Some unknowns, but man, a lot to be excited about with this Pirate baseball team. Aaron Fitt joining us from D1 Baseball for another 9-10 minutes or so. If you want to get a question in, you can get one in the YouTube chat, and Johnny's got a good one. Aaron, has there been any talk about changing the postseason format? He says, I hate when teams have to play 5 games in a row with thin pitching. How about 32 hosts with all rounds being best of 3? Has there been any discussion on changing the way the regionals or super regionals have worked?
Regular listeners to our podcast know that we discuss it a lot because Mike Rooney especially, and I as well, we're supporters of that exact format, like a 32 host format where you've got, a lot more postseason baseball on campus. And I think that's, Runes has made this point repeatedly, but if you're looking to grow the sport, there's no better way to do it than to have postseason baseball on campus. And if you've got 32 hosts, sure, a bunch more are going to get gobbled up by the SEC and the ACC, but you're also going to have more opportunities for some of those best-of-3 series in the Big Ten or, in the American or the Sun Belt, some of these other places where baseball is good, and just a lot of times you wind up as 2 seeds because there's just only 16 hosts right now, and the SEC is going to get there, 6, and the ACC is going to get another 4 or 5. There's just not that much to go around. I love the idea of going to that best-of-3 format. I think it puts less, pressure on the pitching. It removes the need, the temptation to have to bring a guy back on short rest on a Monday. If you only got to play 3 games, you don't have to do that. I think it's better for student athlete welfare, for that reason. And I think that's how our season is played all year long. It's best of 3, best of 3, best of 3, and you get to the end and it's like, oh, wait a minute, we're going to do things completely different. Don't get me wrong, the regional format is fun. It has led to a lot of drama and memorable moments over the years, but I'm a big fan of revising that formula. That said, it doesn't feel like it's gotten any real traction with the power brokers. It's just kind of me and Rooney screaming into the void on that one. So who knows? But maybe they're listening. But right now, I don't think it's imminent.
Well, y'all carry some weight, so keep on talking about it. Any thoughts on that, DB? Aaron's right. The regional is a lot of fun, but you Pirates like to do things the hard way and lose game 1 and have to fight your way out of it. But what do you think about 32 teams hosting?
It's certainly new. It's interesting, and I think all the ideas that he had and he's mentioned were right. it's certainly more efficient. It's certainly, like you said, more enjoyable for fans because it's more time on campus. But I think I don't know. As a player, as much as it did suck playing what felt like 19 games in 3 days, it was kind of fun being able to experience those few days of playing in front of your home fans with every single pitch mattering. But I too agree that I think 32 host sites with best of 3 and then just keep moving on from there is probably the right thing to do going forward.
Aaron Fitt, go ahead, Aaron.
Quick, let me throw one more thing on this because it's something else that I think is appealing about the best of 3 format. Right now, with 4 teams in one site, you get these kind of dull games. Well, not necessarily the games are dull, but the atmosphere is dull a lot of times. You got a Saturday morning elimination game between the 3 and the 4 seed in front of 300 people.
Yeah.
And if you've got best of 3 series where one of the 2 teams playing every game as a host, and every game is going to be packed, and every game is going to have atmosphere. Right now, there's a lot of games in regionals that don't have atmosphere because the home team isn't playing.
Yeah, good points. While we're changing things or attempting to, can we make the regional host the home team every game they play?
That's another thing I was going to ask Aaron was like, is that – because I feel like I've heard about that more recently about how especially in super regional, is how normally the middle game is, because I know us especially when we played Vandy in 21, we were the home team in game 2, and then when we played Texas in 22, here Texas was the home team in 22. Is that the way it is going forward, or has that switched? Because I feel like I read something a while ago that they were going to go all three games are the home team's the home team.
I know there's been discussion about that, and I know they did at least make it so that the home team gets to stay in their own dugout, which is nice. But as far as actually whether that change has been made, whether the home team, the host is the home team all 3 games, I don't know actually if they've done that yet. And again, I know it's something that's been a hot button topic, but I'm just not sure where that stands.
They should.
I'm not a fan of that either.
It's been, it was nice when we were at Vandy because it's like we're facing Kumar and Leiter and we need all the help we can get. But like in 22 especially, it was just like, I don't know. I just feel like the home team that is playing in front of we should be the home team. Like, I don't know. But again, it's just, they're just trying to make it more even competition, which it shouldn't be because you're home and you earned the right to be the home team. So.
Yeah, I agree. You've earned it by your play over the course of the long season. And also, there's just something surreal about getting walked off on your home field to end.
Tell me about it.
Wow.
Aaron Fitt joining us, D1 Baseball. Aaron, Austin Knight, kind of a funny moment at Media Day, said he just about got ejected from a inter-squad game because of, I guess, added attention to the pitch clock rule, and Ethan Norby likes to work lightning fast. I guess now the batter has to be looking at the pitcher or something like that.
Nobody knows the rules.
Yeah, but Austin Knight didn't understand why Ethan Norby was, I guess they called a ball on him for pitching too fast, something like that. It sounds like it's not a new rule, Aaron, just maybe added emphasis. And maybe this is something they look at early in the year and then let it go. I don't know. But have you heard about, and of course you got the extra base, the orange base out there at first as well. Anything you're keeping an eye on as far as rule changes or paying more attention to the current rules?
I probably shouldn't have skipped the rules committee meeting at this year. We had a sponsor meeting, so I didn't go. I don't know. I don't know anything about the new the thing you're talking about, the Austin Knight rule, we're going to call it. But I think that's funny. I got my eye on the extra base thing. It seems like, I guess most coaches seem to like it. I know a few. Our friend in Raleigh, in particular, was railing about how he doesn't like it at all. But what do you guys stand on that? I mean, as Danny, I'm curious, like from a player's perspective, what do you think about the why?
Yeah, you're covering the bag maybe on a ground ball.
I don't think it affects anything. Like, I think it just makes it safer. I don't really understand why people are upset about it. I mean, Coach Paloma mentioned it doesn't have any effect on how first baseman plays his position. It doesn't have any effect on how, if I were to cover the bat, like it's just an extension of a way for somebody not to get run over. That's all it is. So it's a safe way to do it. And the same thing with the umpiring thing. I've watched a couple scrimmages this spring, and the umpires don't even know how to enforce the rule because it's so it's relatively new, and it's the hitter's eyes, and nobody really. So it's going to be a work in progress the first couple weeks of the season for sure.
Aaron Fitt joining us. Aaron, I always ask you, is there a team ahead of the rest, or is it kind of muddled at the top? So what's your answer to that heading into to this season? Is there a team better than the rest?
You talking about just in college baseball?
And then in general, yeah.
Well, I mean, A&M is probably, I would assume, consensus preseason number one. But I actually don't think there's a big gap between them and Virginia. And in fact, I made a case for Virginia for number one in our top 25 meeting. The Aggies were right there playing for national title last year, and certainly they got a lot of star power back. But I mean, Virginia was an Omaha team 2 years in a row, and also has a lot of star power back. I mean, both those teams, I think, have 5 preseason All-Americans for us, 4 or 5, which is the most in the country. So there's tons of star power, and UVA's also got a bunch of guys who are right kind of knocking on the door for that All-American team who didn't get a nod, like Harrison Didowick, who hit 23 home runs last year, and Henry Ford, who's a stud as a sophomore, and they've got a lot of good players. So for me, it's those two teams, and then I think there's a bit of a gap. We actually went round and round for the next 3 teams in our rankings with LSU and Arkansas, Tennessee. It seemed like everyone on our staff had a different opinion on how those teams slotted in. And North Carolina's in that mix. We have them at 6, and Oregon State probably 7. Like, all those teams to me, they're all legitimate title contenders that are just kind of almost interchangeable. I feel like it's A&M and Virginia, and then kind of the next group.
Aaron Fitt joining us. Aaron, we always see you for a series or two, a game or two at Clark LeClaire Stadium. Do you have your schedule mapped out for this year on where you'll be, and does that include any East Carolina games?
I've only mapped out the first 3 or 4 weeks, which, some years I've attended that UNC East Carolina series, which I think is a lot of fun. This year I'm going to be in Texas that weekend, so I'll miss that. But I'm sure I will see the Pirates a handful of times, as always. And actually, the last few years I've been spending some postseason weekends there, regionals and supers, which is nice. If they could just keep on hosting to give me that variety, it's great. I would love that.
Aaron, great stuff, man. Always appreciate you joining us. Tell folks what you got going on right now at D1 Baseball.
Oh, boy. Season preview grind mode is on. We're coming down the home stretch. I think the American Athletic Conference preview is coming out in the next day or two. I'm actually working on that and juggling other things. But we just relaunched the site. We got a redesign out there. We got lots of podcasts and all season preview stuff, your position rankings, everything you need. Get ready for the season is at d1baseball.com.
All right, Aaron, we'll keep in touch. We'll try to track you down during the season, but looking forward to your coverage this year. Appreciate you joining us today, man.
All right, guys. Good talking to you.
There is Aaron Fitt, D1 Baseball, Big Rock Powersports live line, and he got to look at the Pirates during the fall. And you listen to again, Pirates are not in their top 25 at D1 yet. Kind of got me excited, rattling off those names and the new faces, Danny, to go along with Dixon Williams and Colby Wallace and Riley Johnson. So I'm looking forward to it, man. And they're coached by Cliff Godwin, right? So I think they'll be pretty good.
There's promise. And I think that's all you can ask for, especially with how much turnover there is. And he mentioned briefly that we won't be as dominant in the conference as we have been in the past. And I think that is kind of exciting. I think it's cool to see a new challenge of you're not having the JCs, the Stars, the Conches, the Dannys, the Treys, the whoever else pitching and playing. Like, it's a new brand of baseball there. I mean, I say brand. It's the same coaching. It's the same style. It's all that stuff, but just new guys doing it.
Yeah.
Which I think is cool to see because you get to learn to love new guys and you get to see them compete against the best of the best. Again, we were just talking about Carolina games over the break, and I think it'll be cool to see those guys play in those kind of environments. When we had John Collins, I sat at his table, the backup catcher, who played at Boston College at the banquet, and we were talking a little bit just about how his environments at Boston College were mediocre.
Right.
I mean, they were in conference games where the other team's fans were taking over their place, and I'm like, you will see when we play Carolina and State and all these other teams, and even some in-conference teams like the Tulanes of the world and whoever else, where it gets packed out, and it's a regional atmosphere. So it's one of those things where those guys are going to get to experience it for the first time, and early in the season it'll be interesting to see how they react to it and get used to it, and then they'll hit their stride like they always do in May, and we'll go to regional, we'll compete for it.
DB, Danny Beal joining us. Danny, if I told you that the Red Sox and Cardinals have had recent communications about Nolan Arenado, would that make you excited in 2025?
I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm so stressed out about them, man. It's just so frustrating because I want them to get Bregman, but it doesn't make sense. But it makes them a contender right away, but financially and realistically, it doesn't make sense. And there's so many different ways you can go with them, and it's tricky. So we'll see how it ends up. But I'm glad they got Crochet. That's huge.
All right, DB joining us. Shirley trying to protect us from the sun. We're vampires. But can we take a break, Shirley? Sorry. We got to take a break and wrap up hour number 2. Coming up hour 3, Bryce Williams and B-Man, Brandon Manning, will join us here on Pirate Radio Live. Jerry, you like an angel.
Oh, that's nice.
There's an orb.
You're floating.
You're like in a bubble. It's pretty cool.
He has a little halo.
Back with you. I missed that.
She said I have a little halo.
Yeah, definitely a little. Back with you after this.
Looking for the best craft beers, wine, and mead in Greenville? Visit Tub Thumpers Beverage House at 623 Red Banks Road. They're your one-stop shop for a unique selection of local brews, fine wines, and handcrafted meads. They also have your favorite domestic beers at great prices. Whether you're stocking up for a special occasion or just exploring new flavors, they've got something for every taste. With expert advice and great prices, Tub Thumpers is the place to find the perfect drink for any occasion. Stop by Tub Thumpers Beverage House today, where your next favorite drink is waiting.
Cold weather is here, and some families in our area need help to stay warm. Greenville Utilities' Neighbor to Neighbor program provides help for those who need temporary assistance with their heating costs. You can make a difference. Your tax-deductible donation can be added to your GUC bill each month, or you can make a one-time donation. And GUC matches all donations up to $20,000 each year. Consider helping a neighbor stay warm this winter with GUC's Neighbor to Neighbor program. For more information, call 752-7166 or visit GUC.com.
Hey there, Eastern North Carolina. Jeff Stein at Brown & Wood. The Brown & Wood service specials include a tire price match guarantee, a $199 AC Delco front brake pad installation special. We also have a brake rotor rebate of $40 and a synthetic oil change on most vehicles for $89.95. Don't forget, free pickup and drop-off at Brown & Wood. 89 years in business, 4 brands, 3 generations, 2 rooftops, and 1 goal: to make sure you leave a happy customer.
Michaels & Gateway Cosmetic and Family Dentistry has been Greenville's premier dental practice for over 40 years. I am Dr. Chris Gateway, and our mission at Michaels & Gateway is to provide exceptional dental care with compassion, integrity, and innovation, ensuring every patient leaves with a healthy, confident smile. Doctors Michaels & Gateway are committed to providing an outstanding patient experience with every visit. Not only do we offer all your dental needs under one roof, in most cases, we can take care of those needs on the same day. Bring your smile to us at Michaels & Gateway Cosmetic and Family Dentistry.
This is Martin Truex Jr., and as a NASCAR Cup Series champion, I love one-stop shopping. When I need fresh tires or fuel during a race, my pit crew takes care of everything. Off the track, I have an Auto Owners independent agent. They handle all my insurance in one place: car, home, life, and business. Get your own pit crew and find a local agency with Auto Owners Insurance.
This is Brian Smith with Town Insurance in Greenville. Call me today at 756-8300. Go Pirates!
It's a new year at Fish Street Hardware with lots of new exciting additions. Hardware serves lunch and dinner daily, now featuring 9 new menu items: Buffalo Loaded Chips, North Carolina Cowboy, and more. Don't forget about Sunday brunch. Hardware has a weekly lineup starting Tuesday with Singo, Wednesday trivia with DJ Captain Morgan, and live music every Friday night. Also, brand new is the Repair Shop, Hardware's game room, which has dart lanes, pool tables, skee ball, and a projection screen. Come check out all the new at Hardware, and for more information, follow us on social media or check out our website for up-to-date event schedule at fishstreethardware.com.
The icy treat that can't be beat is Sparky Snowballs. From big kids to little kids, Sparky Snowballs has been making smiles happen for over 20 years. If you're not in the mood to chill out with a snowball, Sparky's funnel cakes and fried Oreos are a perfect Sparky-licious treat every time. Are you having an event, party, or fundraiser? Call Sparky's to come on site. Remember to follow Sparky's on Facebook or visit SparkySnowballs.com to see where they'll be next.
Is your office printer on the fritz? Don't wait days for a repair. This is Walker Allen Volova with CopyPro, where we promise fast 3-hour service on all of your copy equipment. No need to press 1 for English for an overseas service line. All of our calls are answered right here in Greenville. Plus, we offer a free office printing analysis to help you cut cost and boost efficiency. We'll show you exactly how to save money on ink, toner, and energy. For reliable, fast service, call CopyPro today at 1-800-682-6558 and see how we can help your office run more efficiently. CopyPro, fast service, smarter printing, bringing more value to your business.
This is Clip Brock, host of PRL, every weekday at 3, right here on Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. Do you need custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items for your business, organization, or event? Keep it local. Print it local with University Sportswear. Contact them today at universitysportswearenc.com. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Michaels & Gateway Family and Cosmetic Dentistry has been Greenville's premier dental practice for over 40 years. Their mission is to provide exceptional dental care with compassion, integrity, and innovation, ensuring every patient leaves with a healthy, confident smile. Doctors Michaels & Gateway can handle all your dental needs, including cleanings, crowns, fillings, sedation dentistry, and cosmetic needs such as braces and implants. Visit them on Hemby Lane in Greenville or call them at 752-1600. Bring your smile to us at Michaels & Gateway Family and Cosmetic Dentistry. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here's Clip.
Thanks to DB and Aaron Fitt for joining us. We'll talk a little more baseball, Hour 3, with B-Man Brandon Manning. Bryce Williams will join us as well. Short seg alert here. Short seg alert. Bone, your quick thoughts on Chip Kelly being your offensive coordinator.
Well, we're sitting here watching NFL Live, and Matt Miller just threw up his newest mock draft. Said we're taking Shedeur Sanders. He believes. I like Chip Kelly. I think this is a good hire. He's obviously a better coordinator than head coach on both levels. But, yeah, I'm excited for it, especially if we get a quarterback.
For about 9-10 weeks out of the college football season, you were huge on Shedeur. That was your guy. And then you seemed to cool off on him.
Well, then we won.
And you thought you weren't going to have a shot at him.
Yeah.
But now you think you might?
Yeah. I think Abdul Carter really popped off, really stood out in the playoffs, and kind of made himself desirable for a team like Tennessee or Cleveland, who kind of have a lot of holes to fill, especially, just in an undesirable quarterback draft class. It's not really the best. Teams like that will probably pass.
Yeah, ESPN's latest mock has Shedeur to the Raiders, with Carter going 1 to Tennessee, Travis Hunter number 2 to the Browns, the Giants getting Cam Ward, Pats going with Mason Graham from Michigan, and then Will Johnson, the corner from Michigan, to the Jags, leaving Sanders for Vegas.
Yeah, I really like a Shedeur pick with Chip Kelly. If we had hired Darren Bevel, which was the rumor, I wouldn't really care for the pick. I would just say go BPA.
Well, we being Washington matched the quarterback with the coordinator in Kingsbury and Daniels, and it was a marriage made in heaven. So you need them both to succeed.
Patrick Graham's back. Tom McMahon's back, special teams coordinator. Bring in Chip Kelly, have Pete Carroll. Al Davis said it best. First you get great coaches, then you get great players, and then you tell them one thing, just win, baby.
Playoffs for the Raiders?
Dude, I don't know, man. Somebody said, Pete Carroll makes the Raiders 6-7 games better. It's
my God.
Well, by God, we won 4. So what are we we're competing for a wild card spot.
I love how excited you are for this offseason.
This is the best time of the year to be a bad sports team fan.
Yeah, I can relate to that in years past. All right, let's take a break. We'll come back. Hour 3, Pirate Radio Live. Bryce and B-Man back with you after this.
Where do you find the best selection of pre-owned vehicles in Eastern North Carolina? It's DriveHereNow.com. DriveHereNow.com is a combination of 4 dealerships in Eastern North Carolina with a fully stocked inventory of over 200 SUVs, trucks, and cars. If you're looking to upgrade your vehicle or purchase for a new driver in the house, get shopping today at DriveHereNow.com. DriveHereNow.com, supporting the Pirates for over 47 years.
Winter is here, but Stroud's Marine in Greenville is still your go-to spot for your boat projects and repairs. Now's the perfect time to get your boat ready for when the warm weather comes. Don't wait till spring. They've got you covered with outboard parts at great prices. Plus, they're running clearance sales on select items, so you can get ready for next season without breaking the bank. Stay up to date with the latest deals, parts, and promotions by following them on social media. Stop by the shop at 865 Rivet Street in Greenville. For more information, head to StroudsMarine.com. Stroud's Marine, your best source for salvaged outboard parts.
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Parker Bird with some exciting news about Shimmer Boutique. The new website is live and all orders over $100 will receive free shipping. Go to shimmerboutiqueonline.com and get shopping today. Shimmer is the boutique for everyone and carries all the top brands from Kendra Scott, Yeti, Local Boy, Pimp Shrimp, Simply Southern, and more. Shimmer in Greenville, Winterville, Jacksonville, and shimmerboutiqueonline.com. Go Pirates.
Craving a delicious burger and a great deal? Then head on over to Bad Daddy's Burger Bar in Greenville. Every Monday, shake things up with $5 hand-shaking cocktails. On Rough Draft Tuesday, enjoy Talls for Smalls, where bigger drinks are the same price as the smalls. It's Whiny Wednesday with $3 pours of Barefoot wine. Then on Salty Thursdays, sip on a $4 house margarita. And don't miss Bloody Sunday. Enjoy brunch and $5 house Bloody Marys.
And this just in at Bad Daddy's, mention Pirate Radio for 15% off your meal.
Bad Daddy's Burger Bar. Great food, amazing deals, and a whole lot of flavor.
There's a common misbelief today that to make it further, you need to push yourself, that you need to give up any joy to continue your rigid routine. Or you could try another way. Take some time to enjoy life, like having a Michelob Ultra with friends, because happiness is essential to living an exceptional life. Michelob Ultra, a refreshing and balanced flavor with only 2.6 carbs and 95 calories. It's only worth it if you enjoy it. Enjoy responsibly. Michelob Ultra, proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989.
Have you ever seen those exotic aquariums like the guys do in Las Vegas on television? You ever thought about having one of these aquariums in your business? It's more affordable than you think. This is Hal Pruitt with rentafishtank.com. We can make having an aquarium in your business turnkey with no work, cleaning, or hassles for you. Rentafishtank.com creates a relaxing atmosphere and keeps children occupied. Rentafishtank.com already services many dental, pediatric, and doctor offices, plus hospitals and senior living centers. Check us out at rentafishtank.com.
I'm Donald Stocks, owner of Pip Marketing Signs Print. We are your one-stop shop for just about anything printed. If we're not your go-to printer, please give us a call at 355-1636. We have over 80 five-star Google reviews and want you to be our next more than satisfied and well-pleased customer. Check us out at growatpip.com or stop in to see us at 3185 Mosley Drive in Greenville. Pip, where business goes to grow.
If you're in the market for a swimming pool and you're located from the capital to the coast, Elite Pools can make it happen for you. They are the Carolina's premier fiberglass and concrete pool builder and renovation contractor. Every pool is built with the highest quality products and on schedule. Visit the Elite Pool showroom located across from Agri Supply in Greenville with fiberglass pools on site and a design center to simplify all of your pool selections. They also have a full service department with pool supplies and they provide expert water analysis. Call Elite Pools today at 689-6557 or visit ElitePoolsNC.com. For pools, think Elite Pools.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 at 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington. You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding Pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome. Yep. Chico's Mexican Restaurant is where all the locals go for Mexican food and fun. Grab your amigos and head to Chico's for the Gulf of Mexico every Tuesday. A huge 38-ounce lime margarita for only $8.99. On Wednesdays, all Mexican imports are only $2.99. On Thursdays, it's half-price house margaritas. For Mexican food and fun, it's got to be Chico's in downtown Greenville and online at chicosrestaurant.com. And Big Rock Powersports and Marine has been locally owned for 50 years, and they're your number one stop for adventure. With 4 locations in eastern North Carolina, Big Rock Powersports has everything you need to conquer the outdoors. With their knowledgeable staff and wide selection, they aim to consistently exceed expectations and provide you with the very best in industry-leading products such as Can-Am, Honda, Yamaha, and Polaris. So if you're in the market for an ATV, side-by-side, motorcycle, personal watercraft, or boat, make Big Rock Powersports and Marine your next stop. Big Rock Powersports. Choose your adventure. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here's Clip.
Back with you, Pirate Radio Live. We got a couple of intros to hit, Shirley, so go ahead and hit one of them.
1, 2, 3, 4.
I saw the light, I was baptized by the fire in your touch and the flame in your eyes. I'm born to love again, I'm a brand new man. Bryce Williams is here. Well, okay.
Back when I was a younger man, now my body says, oh, you can't do this, boy. But my mind says, oh, yes, you can. I ain't as good as I once was. That's just the cold, hard truth. I still talk to you back, talk a little smack, but I'm feeling bulletproof. So don't double dog me now, cause I'd have to call your bluff. I ain't as good as I once was, but I'm as good once as I ever was.
This reminds me of school because Bryce is well behaved when he joins us, but then you get the kid in class that always talks, and he's gonna get you in trouble.
I wasn't talking about anything.
I agree with that. It wasn't about nothing, but you were talking.
I not say a word.
Brandon, now you're lying.
What?
I literally thought about that. Like, I was trying to hear Brandon's like, hey.
He's gonna be, man. Hey, you know who's gonna get in trouble? You.
Yeah,
and
me.
you're gonna get kicked out. Brandon, it's just gonna be me and Brandon.
I'll sit over here then. Put baby in the corner.
Brandon, welcome back.
Yes, sir. How's it going?
I said it's Brandon. I guess it's Brandon Manning season.
It's about to be B-Man season.
Best time of the year.
And you can shoot him and not get in trouble.
Mm-hmm.
It's like deer season, duck season. It's Brandon Manning season.
I'm gonna bring some paintball guns in here.
Nerf.
We'll nerf
them. Doesn't stain.
That will do.
Super soaker.
Airsoft.
Have you seen the jelly balls?
I've seen them. Yeah,
that's good stuff.
That'd be fun.
Right.
They're like paintballs, but they're little bitty like balls of water, and you shoot them, and it hurts just like paintball, but you can do it anywhere.
All right, jelly balls. We'll do a jelly ball show one day this year. We got B-Man here to talk some baseball. We got Bryce here to talk about everything Bryce talks about.
That's right.
We got the Super Bowl this weekend, boys, and I do need some picks. I'm trying to get some picks from you, Bryce. Chiefs or Eagles?
I'm just gonna go Eagles.
And B-Man.
Eagles, because I'm tired of the Chiefs.
Yeah. You have Chiefs fatigue. What is your number one pick for Super Bowl food? Where are y'all going to watch the game? You do it at home? You go to a party?
Is it on Sunday at probably, 8 o'clock?
Nah, it's usually like 6:30 or something, right? I haven't even looked. I don't know. What time's the Super Bowl?
I don't know what time it starts. I mean, there's like opening ceremonies. There's 3 or 4 different songs. There's...
It says 6:30. I'm thinking more like 6:50, 7. Yeah,
kickoff.
All right, so that's not too bad. But probably there's a few. Probably like straight to it, like wings or pigs in a blanket are good, and like the
wings,
cheese dip,
sliders, sliders,
pretty good. Yeah.
Do we have an over/under bet on the national anthem yet? I hadn't heard you discuss that.
I'm sure. Who's performing the national anthem? Super Bowl national anthem is going to be performed by. Oh, they're going to make me click the link. And I can't click this one. See?
Jeez.
All right, let's see if the Arizona Republic will give it to me. That is, I don't know who that is. Who is this person?
Greg Moore? No.
Oh, is it, let's see. Who is singing the national anthem? John Batiste. All right, Shirley knows who that is. Who's that person is?
Extremely accomplished piano player, but probably he's most known for being the band leader for Stephen Colbert on The Late Show with Stephen Colbert.
All right.
This may be the biggest thing he's ever done then.
Well, he left to pursue, I mean, he's had a musical career for a long time, but it's more like jazz, blues. He just recently released a album where he's taken classical music like Beethoven and kind of given it more of a modern feel. And it's been critically acclaimed. So there you go.
Some of Bryce's music there.
Mm-hmm. Right up with Bryce's alley.
Yeah. We're going a couple minutes over under 120 and a half seconds.
I'm going over.
All right. Over is minus 142, which means it's kind of leaning that way.
Yeah.
Length of the final word brave, over under 3.5 seconds.
He's a jazz guy, so he's got to add that little
of the brave.
Over 3.
Now that was a little long.
Yeah.
I don't know,
but
if
he's a jazz. I figure he's.
But I feel like they always go over that. Brave, you gotta lengthen the brave.
Yeah.
Will Baptiste use a piano? Yes, minus 400. No, plus 290. Yeah, man, you gonna get involved in some prop bet? Oh, it's got the length of all of the anthem times. Interesting.
That's pretty.
I feel like you did this and you talked to somebody last year about this before the Super Bowl.
Well, we do it every year. I know Morgan and I always do.
Maybe that was
prop bets. Yeah. We'll do a long sheet on Friday.
Well, what's the coin flip leaning to? Heads.
You know, I like heads. I know people say tails never fails, but it's failed a few times.
I think heads. I've got my heads.
Did you ever go out there for the coin flip, Bryce?
Mm-hmm. I don't think I ever made the decision. I was just out there.
Did the coach make the decision?
Bryce, you just sit over there and look good. Shane, you're the brains of this operation.
Bryce, you want to defer or whatever? And
Yeah, do that one. The first one.
Yeah.
Just don't do what John Thompson did. Remember that, Brandon?
No.
At West Virginia. I was at the game. So Pirates win the opening kickoff, or either way, they chose to kick in the first half. And then the second half, the other team gets to decide what they want to do. So they said, okay, we'll receive. ECU kicked in both halves.
Wait.
Instead of saying defer, they said we'll kick.
Well, so it's ultimately the people on the fields got to say the right thing. I mean, the coach says this is what I want to do, but they get the kids, the football players,
You're right.
to say it.
Kicked twice?
Yes.
How often has that ever
Never. One time.
Unless high school players mess up all the time, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Jeez.
But they're probably like looking over at the coach like,
I want to kick.
So my question was going to be, next time Shane's on, we'll ask, did Shane get to decide himself, heads or tails, or was that a rough call?
Oh, I don't know.
Or how that worked?
I feel like I vaguely remember like hearing them say, hey, call so-and-so. But we always received. We never deferred.
Yeah. Y'all wanted to get the engine started.
Yeah.
Jamie says Brandon's got a new nickname, Jelly Balls. What do you think about that, JB?
It's a business. We should get advertising. There's this it's on in Winterville, actually. There's a guy who sets up like props in your yard for birthday parties for kids, like inflatables.
Okay.
How many jelly balls do you get?
It's unlimited.
Well,
there's literally like little drops of water.
Oh, I know what it is, but like, well, they're not drops. They're literally look like little
BBs.
What's around the water?
Like a
silicone.
Okay.
So they're not unlimited. I mean,
there's got to be
packs.
But I mean, he's making them, and he's got like a way to make them. Yeah, while he's there.
Okay, so he can make them.
This is his bit. I'm sure it's commercialized, but he's got literally inflatables, and you set up a course, and you play like capture the flag type stuff.
Oh,
I mean, it's a legit business.
Okay,
My neighbor had it for their
son.
That's what they want to do for their birthday party. I went over there.
All right, enough free advertising.
I didn't say the business.
Chandler, go get this guy signed up. Where is
Got him.
Chandler? He ain't doing nothing.
Did you like my response today? Because you said.
So I made a mistake, and this is not an excuse, because there is no excuse for what I did to you, Bryce, but it is a reason. Usually I reach out to my guests the day of and say, hey, you good for later today? Last night after trivia, I texted Mack and Mully, are you good for tomorrow? Mm-hmm. And I don't know your sleep schedule. So I thought it was too late for you. So today I was like, well, I already asked all my guests. I'm good to go. I'm ready for the show. And I forgot to text Bryce.
Yeah. Well, you normally text me at 11 o'clock the day of.
Yeah.
You said
what time you go to bed?
Now it's just been crazy, but now it's more like a 9:30.
Ooh,
9:30.
This was about 9:50.
Yeah.
So it's right on the borderline.
Yeah.
So next week I'll remember. I'm sorry.
Well, you text me on Tuesdays.
But Bryce said, I said, I'm sorry, had a brain malfunction. He said, no worries. We all can't be perfect like Chandler.
I know.
Like Suit.
I know. But I did ask him, I said, because when he texted me, I said, is it okay if I show up today even though I haven't been invited?
Bryce, you have an open invitation. You know that. And I apologize for not sending you an invite today. All right. I want to get into some baseball with B-Man. We'll go Pirate Radio Outdoors with Bryce. Let's take a break. When we return, we'll get Brandon's thoughts on the upcoming season. And just talk to Aaron Fitt. He's got East Carolina outside of the top 25. We'll ask Brandon if that's fair or not fair, and have more for you. Pirate Radio Live on a Tuesday. Back with you after this.
Saturdays are your day to kick back, relax, and have fun. That's why Automotive Market Cafe is the perfect place to go for dinner, drinks, and takeout. Automotive is open every Saturday at 4 p.m. on the bar side, serving a special selection of menu favorites of appetizers, pastas, and specialty pizzas. Whether it's dine-in, takeout, or drinks with friends, Autovola is the best choice every Saturday starting at 4 o'clock. Visit AutovolaMarket.com to see what's new, and visit Autovola on Red Banks Road every Saturday starting at 4. Autovola, Pirates supporting Pirates.
Enjoy the warm air, circulating moments after you turn up the heat. Precise control of cooking temperatures. Enough hot water on demand for everyone's shower. The instant glow of warmth when you turn on your fireplace or fire pit. Never having to change a gas tank on your outdoor grill. Experience the affordable luxury of natural gas. Find out more at GUC.com.
Chronic joint pain is exhausting, and that goes for ENC's football legend and all-time passing leader, David Garrard.
And it's not always just the physical part of it. Sometimes it's the mental part of it. You know something is about to kind of derail your normal day, what it was turning out to be a beautiful day. And you're like, I'm starting to feel some pain or clicking in my knee.
That's why the regenerative treatments of QC Kinetics has been so life-changing for thousands just like David Garrard. Their treatments provide long-term pain relief without surgery or downtime. Call QC Kinetics for your free consultation. 252-765-PAIN.
Tired of the same old gym routine? Rebel Fitness is here to change the game. Whether you're throwing punches, kicking it in kickboxing, or mastering MMA, we bring the heat with specialized group classes that make fitness feel like a fight you actually want to win. At Rebel Fitness, we're not just about lifting weights, we're about lifting spirits. Join a community of badasses who are rebelling against the norm and crushing their fitness goals. Sweat, lift, move, fuel, fight for a healthier, happier you. Rebel Fitness, where fitness meets fun. Join the movement today. Visit us at 3700 Charles Boulevard or visit rebelfitnessnc.com.
Spring is almost here, and now's the time to spring into a new car at Doug Henry of Greenville. Spring is the best time to revamp your drive. Doug Henry of Greenville has over 300 vehicles to choose from and brand new inventory arriving daily. Doug Henry is easy to find on the corner of Greenville Boulevard and Memorial Drive, and always online at DougHenryGreenville.com. The price is always right at Doug Henry of Greenville.
Is your office printer on the fritz? Don't wait days for a repair. This is Walker Allen Voliva with CopyPro, where we promise fast 3-hour service on all of your copy equipment. No need to press 1 for English for an overseas service line. All of our calls are answered right here in Greenville. Plus, we offer a free office printing analysis to help you cut cost and boost efficiency. We'll show you exactly how to save money on ink, toner, and energy. For reliable, fast service, call CopyPro today at 1-800-682-6558 and see how we can help your office run more efficiently. CopyPro, fast service, smarter printing, bringing more value to your business.
Do life stresses have you feeling exhausted? Do your golf, tennis, and workouts have your body aching? If so, Kyra's Float and Wellness Studio has your solution. Come visit us at 2800 East 10th Street and try our services like our float therapy, which is a private pool containing a saturated solution of Epsom salt that allows you to float effortlessly for ultimate relaxation and therapy. At Kyra's Wellness Studio, we also have an infrared sauna, cold plunge, and salt and halo therapy that will leave your body feeling relaxed and healed. Contact us today at KyrasFloats.com. Kyra's Float and Wellness Studio. Restful intentions.
Greenville's hometown pizzeria is Cucinella's. Cucinella's has 2 locations with great options for lunch, dinner, takeout, and they now offer catering. Dine in for lunch with a slice, salad, and a drink with a friend, or stop by after work and grab a beer or glass of wine while you wait for your to-go order. The best pizza, grinders, salads, and homemade Italian ice is at Cucinella's. Cucinella's Midtown across from Best Buy, downtown across from Sup Dogs, and on Facebook and Instagram. Cucinella's, serving handcrafted pizza since 1932. Come taste the difference.
Pirate Radio, where it's always a great day to be a pirate.
I think it's gonna be a great day.
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Have you always dreamed of having your own backyard oasis? Elite Pools in Greenville can make that dream a reality. The professionals at Elite Pools are experts in fiberglass and gunite pool installation and renovation, and their goal is to deliver the highest quality at an affordable price. Visit the Elite Pools showroom in Greenville across from Agri Supply, or visit their website at elitepoolsnc.com. Transform your backyard into a destination with Elite Pools. And Brown & Wood is your home of the best selection of GMC, Cadillac, Buick, and Mazda in Eastern North Carolina since 1937. Shop their entire inventory online at brownandwoodauto.com or visit them on Greenville Boulevard. Brown & Wood, Greenville's #1 dealership and the home of the lifetime powertrain warranty. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here's Clip.
All right, here with B-Man and Slim 80. Intern Grayson here. Fabulous Shirley Rhodes. J-Bone getting his work done. We are working away here at Pirate Radio. We got some sweet new signage up at Clark LeClaire Stadium. Check that out,
yes,
Bryce.
Sir.
Yeah.
I saw that. That was great.
I know. I saw your comment. I'm gonna hit on that in a moment. We got Gavin Williams, Alec Burleson, and Condor Norby. Some big leaguers there. First thing I saw on X, Brandon, was a comment on this saying, "Why is Jeff Hoffman not up there? Like, can't we just enjoy something before we start bitching about it?" This is cool. We can add more stuff. We can add more players. But Brandon, I saw your comment on Facebook about it that said, "Beautiful. Let's do this for football. Let's do this for other sports." I'm with you there.
That is something.
It's a good start.
It is a great start, but it's like we only do things like this for baseball.
Why is that?
Who knows?
I think it's because
we don't take it serious.
I think because Cliff Godwin is running the program like it should be ran, and
it's run like
he gets
it's a
things
business.
done.
It's run like it's a business. You promote your business. You promote what the business has done recently. I mean, this is not going to be the last three people on that wall.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure give it a few years, Dixon Williams probably going to go up there. I mean, he's the next guy up probably.
Why is Brandon Manning not up there?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Well, I mean, I did leave the lasting impact.
Yes, you did.
Do it visually.
Brandon's not up there because he's at every game. You can find Brandon in the seats every game.
That is true.
Every game. How many games are there?
Unless his daughter got a volleyball game or something.
29 home games.
And you'll be at what, 26?
20. I mean, yeah.
I know you plan to be at 29, but things come up, family. But you're there.
Some of those like early Sunday, like right after church games or something like that.
Yeah,
it's going on.
Mm-hmm.
Did you? I asked you last week. What are y'all cooking next Friday? Did you answer that? Are you cooking anything? Or next weekend?
He said wings. We said what we wanted.
No, not Super Bowl. We're talking next.
Oh no, we hadn't talked about that. I do not know. I typically would ask you, hey, what you want? And you would say, hey, I'd love a dog with some chili.
I'll just say chili and whatever else you got is fine.
Yeah.
Just I'll eat the chili straight up.
I really want to do cheesesteaks when done for the game this year. Like, break out the Blackstone and really go up. Maybe we can get Aaron Fitz and do something special one weekend.
Okay.
Like if he knows, like, hey, we're right here. Just, right there by your press entry pass area, and you're good to go. But we'll see. We'll let you line that up.
A couple of quotes we have out now on social media from Aaron Fitt's appearance. He talks about East Carolina. He said that just too many new faces and unknowns to put him in his top 25 right now. But he said, I think it's probably a sign of respect for East Carolina that we still have ECU picked as the team to beat in the American. So, Brandon, I mean, you know that this roster now, you mentioned Dixon back, Riley Johnson back, Ethan Norby, Colby Wallace. We got some guys we know, but a ton of new faces on this team.
Yeah, one I really want to emphasize, and I think we're going to lean on him early, and it's not fair to him, is Nathan Wines. Big right-handed arm. I mean, how you pronounce it? Wines? It's Weens. W-I-N-E-S. Wines. Good guy. Were the transfer that played at South Central, was it Boucher?
Boucher, yeah.
Boucher. I think
his name's come up a lot as shortstop.
Yeah. He is going to be my outlier. I think he is going to be in the middle of the lineup kind of guy when it's all said and done. I really hope he's going to help protect Dixon and some others. But it's key. We got a guy at the top that's been there at the top, and I think he's going to do well up there. Now, where we go from there when our lineup, who knows? But Dixon's going to have to hit 14 or 15 home runs. Boucher's going to have to hit 10 to 12.
Which would be new for our shortstop position.
It would, but not. Well, he was second, but I was going to say Ryan Wood played second base, even though he was brought in as shortstop.
Brandon, we're going back a ways.
Well, I was going to say,
dude.
we've had shortstops hit the ball. I mean,
yeah, that's going back a ways.
Yeah, well,
it's 2025.
Well, yeah,
my guy.
That was 20 years ago. No, 18 years ago.
Yeah.
But I mean, here recently, we've had great defensive leaders on the field.
That's what I was
guys, so,
trying to say. Yeah.
But I think from an arm standpoint, we got some guys that are going to throw good. Norby's going to have to be that guy. He's going to have to be Mr. Dependable. We're going to need 7 innings out of you every game. We're going to need some wins out of you. We're going to need the definitely must-haves.
Well, I mean, sounds like he's going to have the Danny Buell role. He's going to be pitching 3 times a weekend.
No.
Yes. He's not going to be starting to start the season.
I don't think we see that in the season. I don't.
Oh, okay. Well, okay. It might change. Yeah,
I think we're going to need him to do other stuff later on down the road.
Right. And we know he can, which is a good thing.
So, I mean, that's just what I say. I mean, it's got to have him. He's a great pitcher. He's a great leader, and I think he's going to be the guy. I mean, he's a sophomore, and he was talking about, hey, I've never been in that role as a leader, and I think he's ready for it. I mean,
Colby said he was hitting 93 the other day. Ethan Orby was. So, and Colby Wallace is going to be an X factor on this team this year.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Mound
definitely.
and
definitely. And we had another guy. There was a freshman, maybe a third base shortstop, came from Maryland. He's another two-way guy. I think that's going to be pretty good.
I am. I don't want to say concerned, but like losing Wilcoxon is a pretty big loss, and you know how important the catcher position is, Brandon. You got Walker Barron back, and you've got. This is like what a college roster is in 2025. You've got one returner, one freshman, one grad transfer, all at catcher. So
every ECU team that has ever been great had a legit D1 catcher. They could be a D1 catcher at any school. If one of those guys can be a D1 catcher, not necessarily the best hitter in the lineup, can be a D1 catcher, coach on the field, we will be fine. We do have to win 20 to even host a regional this year, have a chance hosting a regional. We need to get to over 20 games in the conference. That is a bar we got to get to. Got to continue that recipe that I've always talked about. You know, win the series on the road. Don't necessarily have to have a sweep, but win the series on the road. That's pretty good.
B-Man and Bryce Williams joining us here. Try to make it over to take the boy out.
That'd be fun.
To the when it warms up a little bit.
Be what? Well, I guess with the warmer weathers and the Aprils.
Yeah.
I mean, he'll be what, 9 months? Is that right?
Yeah. Just roll him down the hill.
He'll be 9 months.
He'll enjoy that.
Do you know if he'll be 9 months?
I'm gonna say your baby was born. Was it last summer?
July.
Yeah.
So is that 9 months?
He's like a steel trap up there. He remembers stuff like that.
So yeah, I'd like to. It'd be fun.
Bryce didn't get much paternity leave from Pirate Radio. We made him come right back in.
I remember that.
Flip said show up.
Actually, Bryce was like, "Can I come in?"
Yeah, for real.
Let me get back in there. Can I do 2 days a week?
Yeah. Goodness. I'd like to try and go. And I mean, would you feed me if I came?
Oh,
definitely.
my goodness.
Definitely. Definitely.
I'll have to talk to the wife.
Tell her to come on. We'll feed her too.
She's mentioned that she wants to come to a game, so I think she'll be willing.
Is Coach Manning doing anything this year?
Coach Manning?
Yeah.
Coach Manning is coaching Pee Wee basketball currently right now. We had several.
Been thrown out yet?
No, I've never been thrown out of an athletic contest. It's not. Last night was close. So we were playing, and a ball went 3 rows deep into the bleachers, but there was nobody there, so it bounced back into play, and the referee didn't see it.
Hey, let it go.
I was like, hey, can we? What's that? But we had our first loss last night, but we played with 5. My son has been out sick, throwing up, and another kid was sick, throwing up, so we were without 2 of our top 4 or whatever, and it just didn't end well. Guy hit literally a heave shot to 3-pointer and beat us by 1 at the buzzer. One of the, I was like, hey man, that kid just made the shot he'll remember for his whole life.
Yeah.
And, it was great.
A little drama.
Yeah.
All right. How about baseball?
Getting ready to start. I got an email today. We have evaluations coming up in the next weekend for that. Expecting big things. Got a record number of Winterville signups.
Good.
Having an expansion year. So I lost one of my returning players, but that's okay. They get put into the hat. I really hope the expansion team this year is called the Devil Rays. Like that was when they were, they were the big expansion that one year, right?
Yeah,
and the Marlins,
Rays and D-backs, and then it was the Marlins and the Rockies prior to that.
Yeah, when I think expansion, I think Devil Rays because they had those hideous uniforms that first year, and Jose Canseco and Wade Boggs and
Fred McGriff.
Yeah,
that's the Devil Ray. All right, looking forward to baseball season. Looking forward to Bryce. You ready to fill out your bracket?
Yes.
It's February. It's next month.
I might go. How far down the line did I finish last year?
I don't know, but I think every year you say, I'm gonna do it right this year. I'm gonna take.
I think I tied and got like my money back.
Don't pull a Troy D and say, "Did I win?" Like
no, I didn't win.
If you won.
No, I didn't.
There's
did
only
not
one winner. There's no money. What money back? We don't pay money.
Don't pay money.
Who did you pay money to?
I tied. I had a tie with something. They're like, "Hey, you tied with this person for this." I'm like, all right.
I don't know, dude.
Gentleman's bet kind of thing.
No, you win a gift card. We do the same thing every year, guys. Yeah. We put our brackets on the board. You win a gift card.
I guess it's never in contestants.
Brandon, who did you give money to? Somebody suckered you out of $20.
Shirley, did you sucker him in $20?
Nice new hat, Shirley.
How'd you afford that? He said he got his money back.
I mean, there is a charge for every entry into our our pirate radio pool. So
sure, there.
It's like a toothbrush, and then we donate those to needy causes.
You know, all proceeds benefit a local charity.
Oh, Shirley keeps,
AKA me.
Yeah, she has to track all the scores, so that's where your money went.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So thank you, Brandon. Shirley will do it for another year. Chad says, even as a player, B-Man has never been ejected. Is that true?
That is true.
That's pretty good.
And I'm glad, Brandon, because parents ruin everything. Like, we can blame the kids, but like
you can disagree.
Sports,
but what's it going to do to really go out there and cause a scene?
Yeah,
you can call time.
You understand?
Call time. Go out there and be like, "Hey, I saw this. Tell me what you saw." Come back. It's ruining umpires and everybody. I mean,
why would you want to umpire?
It's making the guys that are umpiring get so watered down that the ones that are still umpiring just have to have the $40 that they're making that game, and the really good umpires are leaving it because they're tired of it.
Yeah, and don't blame them at all. All right, let's get a break in. We'll come back. We'll go Fleet Feet Rundown. We'll go Pirate Radio Outdoors with Bryce and B-Man, and have more for you when we return. Back with you after these words.
Homeowners can face many challenges throughout this season, but our newest New Blue star, Dixon Williams, is here to slide in and save the day. Have a clog that's hitting a foul ball and nothing seems to be getting through? Dixon's fixing to get you flowing again. Feeling like your HVAC's in a slump? Dixon's sliding in to get your comfort back on track. Are swinging blind in a power outage? Dixon's delivering a power boost. So when problems arise, turn home strikeouts into home runs with New Blue Electric, Plumbing, and Air.
At a theme park, you might have to choose between a great deal or the best experience.
Wow, total access is expensive.
But with US Cellular Prepaid, getting a great deal doesn't mean sacrificing a great experience. US Cellular has no hidden fees or gimmicks, and now you can get a Samsung Galaxy A16 5G for free. US Cellular Prepaid. Terms apply. See uscellular.com for details.
This is Brandon Tate, owner and operator of Atlantic Wireless, an authorized agent for U.S. Cellular since 1997. Visit AtlanticWireless.com to find the store near you. We go beyond the call.
Michaels & Gateway Cosmetic and Family Dentistry has been Greenville's premier dental practice for over 40 years. I am Dr. Chris Gateway, and our mission at Michaels & Gateway is to provide exceptional dental care with compassion, integrity, and innovation, ensuring every patient leaves with a healthy, confident smile. Doctors Michaels & Gateway are committed to providing an outstanding patient experience with every visit. Not only do we offer all your dental needs under one roof, in most cases, we can take care of those needs on the same day. Bring your smile to us at Michaels & Gateway Cosmetic and Family Dentistry.
Eastern North Carolina's Bourbon Authority is Greenville's premier American-styled restaurant. The Rick House specializes in handcraft dishes, and our bar features the very best in bourbons like Parker's Heritage, Knob Creek, and Jefferson's.
Join the Rick House for date night. One low price for a 4-course meal for 2 and a bottle of wine on the 3rd Wednesday of every month.
Let the Rick House host your next big event in our 2,000 square foot banquet hall. It's perfect for wedding rehearsals, graduations, and holiday parties. The Rick House, American Provisions and Spirits, 710 Red Banks Road in Greenville.
I'm here with Jamie Lane with Carolina Hardscapes and Pools. Jamie, what's new?
For starters, we're building our new building out at 5019 Highway 43 South. We've also put together a 10-day pool package.
A 10-day pool package? What does that mean?
Well, people think pools take a long time, but with this package, we break ground and have you swimming in 10 days. needs. Go to CarolinaHardscapesandPools.com or by calling 364-1201. You can stop by our office on Fire Tower Road. We can make your backyard dreams into a reality with landscaping, patios, fireplaces, and outdoor kitchens.
Carolina Hardscapes and Pools.
Enjoy the outdoors.
Warm up with our winter savings at the Beaufort Hotel. Plan your winter escape and save up to 20% off. The premier vacation destination on the Crystal Coast is nestled on 10 acres and overlooks the Rachel Carson Reserve, home to 30 wild horses. Discover why Beaufort was named the best small town for adventure by USA Today when you stay at the Beaufort Hotel, where your Outer Banks adventure begins. Visit BeaufortHotelNC.com or call 252-728-3000.
While you're sleeping, our whole hogs are slow cooking over wood to create that bite that Eastern North Carolina is known for. I'm Sam Jones, and for more than 3 generations, my folks have been the torchbearers for what whole hog barbecue is supposed to be. At Sam Jones, you'll find plenty of smoke, but no mirrors. Everything, and I mean everything, is made fresh daily, including our sides, sweets, and sauces. Come on over and see us at Sam Jones Barbecue, and I bet you'll be able to taste our passion in just one bite. Sam Jones Barbecue, Fire Tower Road.
It's winter sale time at Russell's in downtown Washington. Prices have been reduced on all your favorite men's and women's dress and casual apparel. All ladies' clothing is now 1/2 off, and men's apparel is 25% off. Shop while selection is good and prices are even better. Where it's all about you, our pirate friends and customers at Russell's in downtown Washington. Come see us now before it's all gone.
This is retired ECU baseball player Charlie Yorgan, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding Pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Are you ready and pre-approved at the home you want to purchase comes for sale today? Integrity Home Mortgage offers a wide variety of programs ranging from conventional, government, and portfolio loans. The Integrity Home Mortgage team of Talbot Green, Braxton Green, and Joanne Weir offers over 50 years of experience and is committed to providing you with the superior customer service you deserve. Call them today at 252-714-2076. Integrity Home Mortgage, Pirates supporting Pirates. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here's your host, Clip Brock.
Back with you, Pirate Radio Live. Brandon, what's your home address? Let's get our Fleet Feet rundown here from our guy, A-Harp, Alex Harper.
Hey, Pirate Nation. Be sure you have the best and most comfortable shoes this tailgate season with a stop at Fleet Feet. Locally owned and operated by ECU alum Chris Lunyon. Fleet Feet of Greenville provides solutions through one-on-one services to runners, walkers, and everyone in between. Fleet Feet has the tools and technology to get you in the right shoe, including a 3D foot scanner that measures arch height, width, and more. Go see them at 207 East Arlington Boulevard in the old Gordon's Golf location. Fleet Feet, they run for you.
All right, Scott with some news. Pep Hamilton named offensive coordinator, quarterback coach for the Maryland Terrapins. That's Mully's boy, West Charlotte guy, Pep Hamilton.
Pep Hamilton.
Great name. Chad says, I've been tossed out in every sport I've played, even church league softball.
I was going to say, I saw that.
Yeah, you saw that happen?
I think I witnessed that.
Yeah. I've seen him foul out of basketball games.
I've seen that several times.
Chad was very aggressive.
Bull in a china shop.
Yeah.
But, hey, you don't want to take the aggression out.
That's right.
I want him on the post.
Jamie fouled out of a high school game in 2 minutes. 3 of the calls were BS. That's very Chad.
Dang.
Very Chad.
Bryce, what was your basketball story? You fouled out or... Your last game, was that it? Or you?
Oh, it was,
something happened in the last game.
Oh my God, it was finally made it to the playoffs in our high school basketball deal, and like we were coming back or down just a little bit, this, that, and the other. It was 1-on-1. I think I had 4 fouls, and I get the defensive rebound, come down with it, and like other people kind of go on to me. And they're trying to just keep it out of the way. And blow the whistle. I'm like, oh, good, 1-on-1. Like, I'm about to go bang these free throws to be. I think it would have put us up, and they called me for the foul. I was like, oh.
Did you have your elbows out? Did you get them with the elbow?
No, it was just a normal defensive rebound deal, and they called the foul on me, and I was livid.
Was it because you're 7'5", or
well,
they were 5'5"?
I was going up against the big guy too. Like, that's what was crazy, and they called it on me. Oh my God, I was so mad. That back in the day, I look back and say, should I have said something to the ref?
No, you shouldn't.
I know.
It's like the Minute Bowl.
But you should now. We should find out who it was. We can get them on the air.
I bet we could. If we dug back. If we went back far enough, I bet we could find who
ref that game. Call your coach. Is your coach
we
still?
played Audrey Kell.
I bet he remembers.
Audrey Kell, 2011.
Hey, we're going to find this guy, and we're going to bring him on the show.
You down. I'm going to look in the eye and say, what the blank?
God, I don't even know who the coaches are around here right now. Oh, well, Duck at South Central.
Well, I'm saying, what about Brandon? Like, if we could go back, I know Shirley's got some answers for this. What if you could talk to somebody right now on the air that wronged you in a sporting event?
I got one.
Who would you? Shirley, who would you get?
In terms of who I would?
Who do you want to confront about something that happened in a sporting event from your childhood?
Oh, God, this is getting deep.
Give me 1 second.
I had to make sure. Coach Eddie Rhodes would be mine for benching me in basketball and starting his son instead.
His son could probably run up and down the court, though. I mean, but Clip had the baseline J. Was set shot. It was more of a set shot. I'll give him that.
Dude, I could maybe not run. I could jog him down the court at that point in my athletic career.
You did the Raider train or
his
whatever.
His son is literally 2'8". How is he starting? And I'm not.
How is that? Because he's my age. You had to be like 12 and he was 8 or 9.
Exactly, and I was older than I was. Yeah,
Jeez.
For all those reasons.
Dang.
All right, who would you? How about you, Brandon?
So, and it was never on purpose. So this is not like one of those things. But for 8th grade, and he was in 7th and 9th grade, and rec ball and everything. Kevin Hodges that played at Rose hit me, and it would be like he would have 2 strikes and hit me.
So I played with who? Kelly Hodges.
It was Kelly's little brother.
Kevin went to
UNCW.
Did he go to Williamsport?
Yeah, that was one of those guys.
Yeah.
That whole crew, they were just studs. Kevin Hodges,
he was good.
One of the best left-handed hitters ever come through this area. He hit me like 5 times in high school, and finally I was like, "Hey, man, we want to figure this after the game." And we laughed because we played Legion together, and it was a thing after that.
Was he throwing breaking balls?
No, it was like 88 right to the back, 89 maybe.
So he didn't like you. Did you take his girlfriend?
No.
He just didn't like you. Were just a cocky guy.
Kevin, I don't remember Kevin dating or anything. Kevin just was baseball. Yeah, baseball, having a good time. That was Kevin.
All right. So you want to call him out? We can probably arrange that.
I have not talked to him since like 2006.
I think I'm Facebook friends with his brother. I'll get his number.
I'm Facebook friends with him.
Jarrett, Shirley, y'all got anything?
I finally remembered who it was. I had to think of his name. His first name was Shaw. He was a pitcher for the Little League, I guess our rivals, because I played for the Lions, and Kiwanis was our bitter rival in Little League, and I think he pitched for Kiwanis, but anyway, he was a bigger kid, could really throw really hard, and I had that same problem where just about that I can remember come up to bat, and he would just nail me. And a couple of times I got nailed in the back and got the wind knocked out of me, and I was pretty heated.
Well, see, Kevin's wasn't like on purpose. I mean, it was like literally like he was probably going to strike me out because he was just dirty, especially his junior year when I faced him a lot. It'd be like a slider, and it just hit me.
Well, that's why we're going to get these people on, to see if they had beef or to see if it was an accident.
Well,
I'll tell you who was the worst.
Last time I heard Shaw was in prison, so I'm pretty sure you're not getting held in.
One phone call, and it's going to be to Pirate Radio.
I don't think so.
The entire New Bern defense from my senior year, despised them, hated them. It was terrible. They played nasty. They would tackle
Kevin
me.
Reddick.
The only one I remember, maybe Kenny Flythe, and I think he was more or less, he would come in and kick the ball. God knows he could kick it, but he played defense too.
Brandon had a rivalry with the kicker from New Bern.
Devon Drew, maybe.
He was on the team.
He was probably a sophomore when I was a senior.
Okay, he was a good football player.
Yeah, but they would they would just crack back blocks when it was very much illegal. They would get you put the fingers would cross your eyes when they tapped you through your helmet and stuff. They were those guys.
They were dirty.
God, I hate them.
Jared, you got anything?
No, I just wanted to listen.
Oh, okay.
Does Grayson have anything?
Grayson, do you have a rival from your childhood you want to call out on the radio?
No, but I have a coach that I would call out. Like,
I gotta hear this.
Yeah, there was this. I used to play club volleyball, and at the time I was 15, and I was playing on like a 17s team. So we had traveled to Richmond for this tournament, and I couldn't drive, so my parents had to drive me. And we were late to this tournament because I was like, Dad, we need to leave, like, whatever. So I'm like 17 minutes late. I get there, and this coach is like, you're gonna run 17 laps the next practice. My dad was like, no, she ain't. I'll run the 17 laps. I was like, I can't drive.
Where are you from, young lady? What club were you on?
You said what?
What club was this?
At the time,
Like, where are you from?
I don't remember. I played for a few different teams. I played for Chaos, Jammers.
Still close.
I love that Brandon knows these teams.
Yeah.
Where are you from again?
Roxborough.
Yeah. There's a lot of like triangles up there. Triangle in Raleigh. God knows that's like Russian gymnast type situation now. They're just peeling them out left and right, and they get people from all around. You will be here at 6 o'clock. You will pay me $10,000.
I love that your dad said, no, that's on me. I'll run the 17 laps.
That's awesome.
That's a good dad.
Yeah. I thought she was going to call out her dad there for a minute. Like, yeah, my biggest sports gripe was on Pops.
Wouldn't get off the damn couch.
Which I could go that route,
All right, let's take a break, and when we come back, Bryce will finally take us Pirate Radio Outdoors. That was a fun segment. We're gonna call out. It's call out time. Who do y'all want to call out? Any of y'all want to call anybody out?
Get the video of the one crack.
Anybody?
So I play strong safety on defense.
Wait, are you having a side convo?
No, same.
Are we on break?
Is this for off there? I didn't know. You're talking into a mic.
I thought we were off.
Okay, we're off. Back with you after this.
I was like, wait a second.
Never stop talking.
Pest Tech wants to thank Pirate Nation for voting them the #1 pest control company in Eastern North Carolina. Pest Tech is a full-service pest control company offering a complete range of indoor and outdoor pest management and extermination services. Your experience is the Pest Tech guarantee, with a promise to deliver you results while keeping you, your family, and the environment safe. Call the best of the best to get rid of your pests. 353-4760. Pest Tech, the official pest control company of Pirate Radio.
Hey Pirate Nation, be sure to have the best and comfortable shoes with a stop at Fleet Feet. This is ECU alum Chris Lunyon, owner of Fleet Feet of Greenville, and we provide solutions through one-on-one service to runners, walkers, and everyone in between. Fleet Feet has the tools and technology to get you in the right shoe, including a 3D foot scanner that measures arch height, width, and more. Come visit us at 207 East Arlington Boulevard in the old Gordon's Golf location. Fleet Feet, we run for you.
How much America's in a can of Loko USA? Take a pro wrestler, give him apple pie picks, bald eagle biceps, fists of four-wheel drive, and legs spinning drones. Then add even more America. More America. More Loko USA. Tastes like freedom.
It's a new year, and we're excited to announce that Integrity Home Mortgage has a new office location in Greenville at 1420 Arlington Boulevard. This is Talbot Green at Integrity Home Mortgage. We offer a wide variety of loan programs to help get you pre-approved. Our team of Talbot Green, Braxton Green, and Joanne Weir has over 50 years of experience and is committed to providing you with superior customer service you deserve.
To get started, call me, Braxton Green, at 526-8260.
Braxton Green, and MLS 222-3878. For informational purposes only, Integrity Integrity Home Mortgage Corporation is an equal housing lender. NMLS 208516.
It's Bostic Sugg Furniture's President's Day sale, an event not to be missed with historic deals and monumental savings on hundreds of items in stock, plus 6 months special financing. Plus, get a discount equal to 2 times the sales tax or 60 months special financing. Raise your sleep comfort and save up to $600 on select Beauty Rest mattresses. Plus, get 60 months special financing. Save big, save now during the President's Day sale at Bostic Sugg Furniture.
Hi, this is Christy Conway.
Hi, this is Tracy Ayers.
It's a great time to list your home for sale with ENC Pirate Realty Allen Tate.
Greenville business is booming. Greenville is growing fast, and new businesses are setting up shop all around the area. That means new employees and managers relocating to the community, and they need quality homes now.
Visit our website, encpiraterealty.com, to connect with our experienced team of agents.
Go Pirates!
It's the perfect time to grab your wings, Greenville. This February, Wings Over Greenville is giving you 10% off your entire order when you use the code PIRATE25 online or in the app. Whether you're planning for Super Bowl Sunday or just craving something delicious, they've got you covered. No minimum purchase. Redeem it one time a day so you can keep the wings coming all month long. So hurry. Code PIRATE25 is good all February long, but only online or through the app. Wings Over Greenville, the wings that make every game day even better. Order now and save. Use the code PIRATE25 only at Wings Over Greenville.
Look what we have here. It's the refreshing deliciousness of a Pepsi mini can. It's the perfect complement to any meal. The dash of indulgence your day was dreaming of. The sip that'll have you singing Pepsi.
Nope, not again, Steve. Let's take a cue from the Pepsi mini can and pack all that awesomeness you're feeling into a much smaller treat for everyone. Deal?
So, big awesomeness, smaller size. I think I've got just the thing.
Pepsi mini can. Mini can, big taste.
This is Andre Allison, the first receiver to catch 1,000 in ECU history. You're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding Pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. It was a good day for the stock market. The Dow was up 134 points at 44,556. The NASDAQ was up 262 at 19,654, and the S&P was up 43 points and closed at 6,037. That is your Wells Fargo Advisors Stock Market Report. For a personal look into investing, call Wells Fargo Advisors today at 756-6900 in Greenville. Wells Fargo Advisors, LLC, member SIPC. Now let's head back into the show. Here's Clipper.
Back with you. Pirate Radio Live. Here with B&B.
B&B.
Bryce and Brandon. And
PBC.
That's what it is.
That's right.
That's what we're doing here. Bryce,
Brandon and Clip.
I heard some troubling news a moment ago. Brandon said the trout were dying.
Dying everywhere.
Why?
Dead all over.
What's wrong with them?
Stunned.
That cold.
The cold got them?
Cold got them.
So easy to catch, I guess.
Well,
illegal to catch.
Illegal to catch now. Well, you can catch them, but you can't keep them. But
well, you wouldn't want to anyway.
You could stay. So there's lines at every creek that says coastal or inland, and you can keep them if you stay in the inland and catch them in the inland and
water.
Get out in the inland.
Right. So what are you up to now, bro?
Till June, but right now it's duck season was a crock. So right now it's literally going to be probably small game, messing around in the woods for squirrel and rabbits. That's the next thing I kind of can hunt, and then I mean still go fish, but maybe
going to Lewisburg for a rabbit hunt or.
Oh yeah, only 30 minutes up the road. Yeah, I might need to take old Jerry.
Are you a big rabbit hunter?
No, I'll go if someone asks me to go. I'd love to go.
B-man?
So
is that your forte?
That's like a
family thing.
That's pretty much saying, hey, invite me without me saying invite me. But, so I'm available, Brandon. Just doing that and then getting anxious for turkey season and end up buying another shotgun for turkey season. Just flip flop what I did and this and that and the other. So just buying guns and
go with the trigger for the turkey gun.
And so I have one like that,
pistol
but
grip.
it's got a 28-inch barrel, and I said I don't like this, so I ended up buying another one that's just a standard wood stock. But I'm trying to find a stock on it
From one of our sponsors, right? Carolina Caliber.
Yeah.
That's the place to go.
Yeah.
Speaking of sponsors, Bryce is a big planner. Mm-hmm. You like to have your stuff ready to go. Big prep guy.
Prepper.
And you can do that at Stroud's Marine. Winter is here. Stroud's Marine is still your go-to spot for your boat projects and repairs. Now is the perfect time to get your boat ready for when the warm weather comes, because hell, it could come any day and leave
today.
any day. Exactly. But don't wait till spring. They got you covered with outboard parts at great prices. They're running clearance sales on select items. You can get ready for next season without breaking the bank. Stay up to date with the latest deals, parts, and promotions. Follow them on social media. Stroud's Marine. Go to stroudsmarine.com, your best source for salvaged outboard parts.
Most definitely.
Stroud's Marine.
Mm-hmm.
So what's next on the hunting, fishing calendar? Like, what are you looking forward to, Bryce? And Brandon.
Probably, this
got a rock run starting.
What?
The rock run starts shad fishing.
Oh, shad fishing, that's going to be what, March-ish?
First shad was caught Monday.
So,
the first reported shad.
So shad fishing, of course, trout sand, but, squirrel, rabbit. It's a little small game. I did watch some cool. You know the guy, Meat Eater? Steve?
Yeah.
He did. I watched a little episode of him, and he was doing rabbit hunting. So I got some things up my sleeve that I want to do with some rabbits and squirrels. So there's that. Shad fishing. I've never really gone out to the rock. I've caught them, but they're like out in the Pamlico. But really that. Small game, and is there anything else I'm missing?
Prepping for turkey.
Prepping for turkey, really. I can't find one.
This is your big fundraising for outdoors kind of years. Your DU banquets, your turkey banquets, your CCA banquets, things like that.
Yep.
Brandon, you want to give us a call, or you don't want me to put you on the spot?
For what?
Turkey call?
Oh, I don't know. Not right now.
Okay.
Got a little scratch in the back of the throat.
I ain't going to force you. How Brandon, you said your son had a big hunting.
He had probably, best year he's ever had. I mean, he's getting there where I was like, all right, get ready, and he can do it. I don't have to hold the gun for him and everything. So I shot a few bucks, shot a few ducks,
Bucks and ducks.
So I guess in the 2024 season, shot his first nice turkey, first bear,
Wow.
First, 8-pointer, first couple small bucks too. And
how often y'all see bears when you're out and about?
I've only seen them hunting a few times. I've had them on camera numerous times.
We went on a bear hunt with some great guys out of Vanceboro, and they were like, hey, young man, go ahead, walk on in there. Which you're like, the adrenaline rush when you walk up there is just great. Because you're walking up there and there's a 300-pound animal that could kill you more than likely, and just kind of staring at your 95-pound 9-year-old, and you're like, okay, let me just, if you miss, he's going to be mad with me. But he shot him, took care of it. Been an expensive taxidermy year. Those first you gotta. Those first.
As you getting a bear rug or mount or?
I haven't. The bear's still in the freezer. Bear's still in the freezer. I did the heads. I did we took the meat, had them processed, and we got those for some families in the area. But had the European mounts. I just did everything. We got everything now when we start putting stuff on his wall, so
nice.
We're good to go.
European mounts the way they go. Well, that's as far as price.
Economical.
You can do it yourself. Do you do them yourself, or you just take it?
So I did one myself, and it didn't come out like I wanted. So I sent up. There's a couple of people in the area now that do it. They're not expensive. I mean, one guy was $75, and it goes all up to $125. But all of them are equally good. And it does great. I'll show you some pictures.
Yeah.
B-Man and Bryce Williams. Jamie said we have had no superstitious beers yet.
Well, baseball's the first game's not here.
I need to make it to the first game and rummage through.
Find the one natty light.
One natty light. Oh, Brady, you got me a natty. Thanks, bud.
Ruined the whole season, Bryce.
Jesus.
That would just. He'd be in turmoil and just.
Because I do the whole thing. I do the dry January and dry as long as I can because my birthday's in February. It's typically the opening week of baseball season.
What day's your birthday in February?
February 25th.
Mine's the 24th.
Oh, man.
Wow.
Yes.
B&B.
How do we not know that already?
Do you know what I do on my birthday every year? I go rabbit hunting.
Well, that'd be a wonderful present.
I got you.
Let's get that on video. Brandon, welcome back. Good to see you.
Always. Can't wait.
Now is the perfect time for a review of your home, auto, and life insurance with a trusted and experienced agent. Call ECU grad Brandon Manning with Farm Bureau Insurance at 531-1812. Brandon's clients always have his cell phone number. He's available before or after business hours. Call him today, 531-1812, to schedule a review and get a free quote. We'll talk baseball with B-Man throughout the year. We'll continue to talk with Slim 80, Bryce Williams as well. Thank you, gentlemen.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, ladies. Thank you, J-Bone. We'll talk to you Wednesday, 3 o'clock, all new edition of Pirate Radio Live. For the crew, I'm Clip Brock. Jeff Charles, take us home.
Have a great night, Eastern Carolina.
Thanks for listening to